The term cognitive dissonance, people being unwilling to acknowledge what is right in front of their face. It is obvious that our economic system is in a shambles, that the dollar is worthless. We have a police state. Our police are dressed like the military. They act like the military.
If some foreign dictator came here and took over, what the fuck, wouldn't you react? Wouldn't you do something? But since it's a domestic terrorist, right? It's a domestic fucking tyrant, a domestic king, you know, hey, it's okay. He's our king. He's... Hallelujah.
We're gonna do this cowboy style. Out here, got our 3% flag going.
you got some time, stop in, check it out. If there's room, anybody's welcome. We always welcome anybody's opinion.
All you need is a thirst for good conversation, my friends. Come join us.
Tell me what you think. Join us at the Green Dragon tonight. Tell me what you think. Poison Stinger.
What's up, brother? How are you doing? Sorry, I had to do my little business right there, so I couldn't just respond to you so quickly.
Still shows I'm backstage.
Yeah, sorry about that. There's protocol to running this dragon, okay? It's ain't no
Fancy
rinky
shit.
dink operation. Yeah. Hello and welcome and hello. That is the Irish USMC vet, bro. It is good to see you. I'm surprised we don't have OMG and Mr. Locked and Loaded in here. I know I was a little bit late getting the links out, but I did get them out.
OMG is getting his laptop ready.
Oh, he's not on the road? Amazing. That's awesome. We got a few people in chat. Blues Girl 65 loves this song. Been excited that she caught it live. Well, I'm glad you caught it live too, Blues Girl. Mule is not going to be here tonight unless he gets all fired up and decides to try to talk through the pain because he's apparently got some issues with dental work right now. Let's see. We have Gerald and Mr. Locked and Loaded. And the link is pinned. So if you have something to say, it's very easy. Extremely easy to come into this if you want to come in. You just click the link. I believe you have to allow either your mic. Well, you obviously have to allow your mic in order to talk. But you can choose whether you want to allow your camera or not. Mr. Irish over here does not because it'll probably bring down all of the internet in the state that he lives in. So we'll allow that. Who else?
People will definitely be pissed.
Right, we have Barry Wood in the chat. What's up, Barry Wood? And that's pretty much it. We're getting ready for one, and we all know it. Buckle up. Blues Girl is ready to go. I'm ready to go, too. It seems like everybody else is like, no, now is not the time. Oh, when will it be time, Irish, do you think? I mean, I know there are secret things in play that I'm not privy to because I'm not, I'm not in the special groups. But I would love to know about when this is going to light off.
I have no idea. I cannot confirm nor deny. I don't have any top secret. I have top secret security clearance, but I have no access to anything anymore. So,
well, yeah. But for the layman like myself, it comes across as like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Remember when Obama was leaving office and we had heard reports that if Hillary had won, the Secret Service or some agency or the military or something like that was going to have a coup to remove her, and they were going to forcibly remove this person. I'm hearing that now with President Biden. And of course,
there's a lot of speculation going on. So they're talking like they're going to allow him to get in. One congressman's already pre-filed articles of impeachment.
Yep.
On him, so immediately as soon as he gets in, he's going to face impeachment. So
well, it
should
takes
be
more
interesting.
Than just one person, right?
Right, but I'm sure the other people are going to latch on. Mitch McConnell is married to a Chinese lady whose family is some rich, influential Chinese company, and then Mr. Biden has had dealings with China through his son and the proverbial pornographic laptop, and so what interesting times to come and see here, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Blues Girl is saying that she can't believe this is all that's here. People are scared. I don't know. People have reasons. Some people have legitimate reasons. Like Tony.
It's not that anybody's scared.
Right.
There's fucking shitty internet, and it's getting worse.
That might be a good conspiracy theory. I found a great OMG actually turned me on to a great Facebook conspiracy theory about a book that was written in the 1800s, and Baron Trump apparently if we're only gonna have two people, I might cover that later on, or I'll cover it on the evening catch up over on my channel. Who knows? Maybe on Monday, but It's pretty funny. It's like really digging deep, but apparently Donald Trump is a time traveler and his kid goes back into the 1800s or some shit like that. I have no idea. Anyway.
Somebody's been smoking the crack pipe.
Yeah, I know, right? But it's in. I love a good conspiracy theory, right? That's why I had conspiracy theory night, and I wanted to have all the crazy conspiracy theories. That one would have been on there for sure. As far as other people in the Dragon, well, Tony has crappy internet, just like Irish, but at least Irish was able to get on. Mule has some dental stuff going on and doesn't really want to talk because it would hurt. And then OMG was supposed to be in here. Supposedly he asked for a link. I sent him one. And then also Mr. Locked and Loaded wanted an emailed link. And Riddle Girl said that she did email Mr. Locked and Loaded.
I did.
Yeah. So you all have links. And as I said in the chat, there is a pinned comment that has the link in it. If you want to click that, it'll be fine. It'll direct you here really easily. The book is real. Well, I know it's real. I know the book is real. I'm just saying it's a great conspiracy theory. You must know of this conspiracy theory that's been going on Facebook. Poor Mule, yeah, for real. That's
So
like,
it's what device you look at, but it's still showing not the event's not live on my phone.
really.
So I'm telling you, they're shadow banning the shit out of this stuff. It's not a joke. It's not a conspiracy theory anymore. Alex Jones was right, motherfuckers.
Well,
Alex Jones was right.
I disagree with a lot of things Alex Jones says, but that is for sure. Riddle Girl, could you check D-Live for me real quick?
It's working.
It's not that he's wrong about things, but he's just so fucking hyper, fucking like blah. Nobody wants to listen to that shit. You know, nobody wants
to turn the freaking
I get
frogs gay.
He's passionate. I know. I get it. He's passionate.
He's a showman.
But
he's a showman.
you can't. Some people you just can't get across to when you're screaming and yelling at them.
What's up, Gerald B? Gerald B has also got spotty internet. So you might not be able be on long. I'll tell you right now, Gerald B, if you turn off your camera and just have your audio, that might help your connection.
And he muted himself.
No.
Turn the camera off,
You
brother.
turn the camera off and the audio on.
Stop cam, unmute the mic.
There you go. Gray Man reminds me of Shammer. Who the hell is Shammer? The books are real nuts, though, for real. AJ is a gatekeeper. AJ. Who's AJ? Alex Jones. Alex Jones is a gatekeeper. Did you know that?
To his own house. I mean, I don't know where else he'd be keeping any gates at. He's not a troll.
Mule's in the chat. Hello, Mule. Thank you for joining us. Typing. He can type.
Does not hurt his mouth to type. That's good.
So what are your thoughts on this, Irish and Gerald? Is this all these so-called protests that are going to go on the 20th and this weekend, are they all false flag events? Are these all ways for people to be doxxed? Well, not doxxed, but get the government agencies involved into their lives?
I mean, they're obviously going after everybody that was at the Capitol.
Yeah.
You done fucked up. You won with the element of surprise at the Capitol. But you didn't do anything. So, you didn't do anything. So, what point did you make? You should have never made entry if you weren't going to fucking affect change.
We had reports that there were Antifa in there. However, the shaman with the horns or whatever, he's not necessarily one of those. He's just a character.
Well, just like anything else, there's never going to be a truth about anything.
Right.
Everything's going to be lies. They compared them immediately to terrorists. Can we say that on here? Fuck, I don't even know.
Yeah, we can say whatever we want on here. Mule says that I can burn it down, no problem.
Burn it the fuck down. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
So domestic terrorism or tourism, um, we don't need to be violent. Well, how the fuck do you think this country became what this country became? We need to. We want to do everything constitutional, but there's proof by the fucking senators that were fighting from Pennsylvania in the Senate over the lies that was fucking done. But there was no lies. There was no lies. But there's two senators getting ready to fucking fist fight.
Yeah.
Refuse to be silenced. Election night watch party.
Yeah, this is the same.
What
Yeah,
is that?
That is the Black Civics in New York. This is the one that says go on the 17th and attack whatever, have a protest.
Well, we're divided.
I'm thinking that what's going on here with that flyer is a leftist trying to bait the conservatives into doing something that is going to cause everybody to lose their rights. I'm afraid of that, but whatever. We're going to get them back, aren't we?
I think we lost our rights a long time ago, but you know my opinion on that. So.
Yeah, well. I'll be right back. I gotta go get my drink.
Oh, okay. By the way, love the shirt and the beard is on point. Makes me jealous. I gotta get me one of them fake those fake beards.
This is a real beard that I grew.
Yeah. Fuck you and your testosterone.
Did you use organic? Do you use the organic soy boy stuff in it, or is it all natural?
All natural.
Oh,
amen, brother. Amen.
Let's
Real
talk
men
about
grow
how
real.
how you grow a full beard mule style. You eat a lot of pussy. That's how you grow a beard, according to Mule. I have tried, and it helped a little. It thickened it a little bit.
It don't do shit. That's just fucking pussy juice, man. I'll be back. Hold on.
That's the flavor saver. That grows the flavor saver, not the beard.
Oh my goodness. What's up, Mr. Angel R? Good evening, gentlemen and ladies. And John Sullivan is Antifa and set free with no bail. Oh, I think I did read that this evening on my channel. Thank you, Blues Girl. I forgot his name instantly. Bikes and Bullets says hello to Angel, Honeypot, and how you feeling? Okay. What happened to G? I don't know where G is. I haven't seen G in a long time.
He went dark.
He went dark? I have no idea if G went dark. And Biker Bob's in the house.
What happened to the Patriot chat?
You mean the Bible study?
No, Friday night.
The Bible study's on Saturday night, bro.
I know, but there's supposed to be like a midnight Friday night chat we do every Friday. Are you changing that?
No. This is the normal shit.
Did I miss the stream?
Yeah, I do the I do the evening catch up at 7.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I must have missed the stream. Oops.
Yeah, that's all right.
I
That's
feel like shit
changing
now.
between times throughout the week. You know, the Monday and the Friday are at 7 o'clock, and the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are at 10. I do that for weird reasons, and I apologize for everybody, but it's the best way I can do it so that because some people don't like to see it at 10 o'clock. It's too late for them, right? And some people don't want to see it at 7 o'clock because that doesn't work for them either. So I'm trying to accommodate both. Plus, I do other stuff other than that YouTube channel. So I don't know. It's the best. Before that, it was just once a week, which I didn't like, only once a week. So.
Well, the good news is they have came and tested my line, so should be another week, and I should have great internet. So
Awesome.
We'll see.
I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to set a fucking reminder on my phone for next Friday.
You better, because you'll forget.
Next Friday, we are having a morning muster. I have to wake up early.
Where you
Yeah.
going? Oh.
Yeah. That'll get shut down real quick, though, because
You know the thing. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Thank you, Riddle Girl.
a word of caution there, OMG. If that's your cell phone, make sure you don't have anybody in there that might text you inadvertently and their phone number pop up with their real name on it.
Shut up.
Just saying.
Shut
From experience.
the hell up.
I didn't call you out. I didn't call you out. You called yourself out.
Yeah, I called myself out on that one for sure. I'm a horrible friend. I did that.
Just saying.
Oh.
Just saying. I
This
spent
is-
many
this
hours
is-
editing.
This is OMG's gun check. He wants to show off his new 9. That is pretty. What kind of wood grips are those on that one?
Rosewood.
Very nice. And then is that aluminum frame?
Stainless steel.
Oh.
Aluminum.
Okay, yeah, aluminum.
Stainless steel.
Well, then seeing the female patriots in the top.
I know, right? We're gonna have to have a ladies' night again at the bar. I'm gonna have to dust that old intro off.
Oh no, I'm changed now.
You're changed.
I've changed.
No. I'm not talking about you actually saying
Oh.
on camera. I'm talking about the actual intro. Christina Ashley. Hey y'all, what's up, Christina? PNA Scars says hello, and Pussy Juice makes the beard grow, says Mule Team. Why are so many NG at the Capitol? NG.
So the
National
reason why
Guard.
the National Guard are there,
Yeah, because they're
the reason why they're
worried.
there is because they think it's going to happen again.
They even have some here at our capital.
Yeah, they have some here in our capital too.
Because those little amount of people, had they been armed, storming the Capitol would have affected change.
Yes, it would have.
Because the armed people could have done what they wanted to do instead of getting fucking shot. Well, the one lady got shot and perished for no reason, but
Yeah.
they would have affected change if you would have done the full Monty. But you didn't. You went there, and now you've already fucking pre-cummed them, and they're all ready, and they're all jocked up now, and you're never going to get nowhere near the fucking place. Ever again. So you done stuck it in, but got a little too much pre-cum out, and now you're done. You forever changed what you wanted to do.
You know, it's a bad day when Poison Stinger agrees with Mr. Angel R. Says, so when is it going to be the right time? When are they going to kick, when they are kicking down your door, ventilating you, or after you're in a camp?
Right now you should be working with local people and gathering your local group.
That's hard to
And I mean, you either stick together or you fucking die alone.
do. You're true.
It's just the way it is.
I'm just saying, if you're just now getting to know people in your area, every one of them's a rat.
Right. And I get that, but I've been saying this for how many fucking years? For many years. But, you know.
My best friend's wife's daughter is assistant Commonwealth attorney in Hanover County, Virginia. Don't share any information with that guy.
Oh, no, okay. It's just between you and us.
I mean, it's obvious if you don't already know the people around you, you probably are kind of fucked. But
Yeah, that's the thing,
should have
man.
already had your-
I moved too many times. I moved too often to get to know people well enough to trust them with not being a narc.
Well, there will always be a narc. Someone, like I've been listening to your chats, and then I don't know who half these people are talking because I'm just listening because I'm working, being busy, But fucking people are talking about, well, if they come and my grandkids are here, I'm going to give them my shit. Well, if you give them your shit and they're already at your fucking door, and you might as well just get on your fucking knees and watch your grandkid die, and everything that you thought about fucking die right along with it. Because if you give up the fucking right on your fucking knees. You think your grandkid's going to have a fucking thing? They may live to be 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, but what are you leaving them?
Yeah.
So if they come knocking at your fucking door, you best be ready to give them the goddamn lead first and not fucking give them the fucking the tool.
That is a good point with the what are you leaving your kids kind of thing. That's one thing I think about a lot. I only got one.
Because no matter if they live to see another fucking day, guess what that day is going to be like? And if they go through with all the fucking rhetoric that they're talking about, then guess what? Your grandkids probably better off in fucking heaven right along with you than fucking living in a shithole third world country. And I can say that because I've been to a third world fucking shithole country where they fucking gun people down in the fucking streets because the terrorists have the guns, the government has the guns, but the fucking people don't have the fucking guns. And if you get a gun to protect yourself and the government takes the fuck away from you, then the fucking terrorists come and rape your wife, fuck your kids, steal them, and take them off into fucking slave labor and train them to be fucking children soldiers. So, as long as America's free, and as long as you still got that tool, your best bet is to fucking use it because they're already calling to bring SWAT to your fucking house for people that wore body armor to the Capitol.
Yeah, that's a good lesson. If you're going to go to any event, make sure you're covered up. I don't, somebody called me no better than Antifa, and I'm like, whatever, dude, you're a FUD. I don't care. Wear your Trump merchandise, and believe that. But at the same time, yeah, I'm not looking to be identified and then taken out later when nobody's around. Ooh.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that you should go out and be violent because you're not going to pin that shit on me. But I'm telling you, think about it. What are you going to do if they come to take your tools? All right, they come to take your fucking tools. What? Either one of two things, right? Your grandkid's going to see you fucking dead, and then think that everything there on out is fucked up because you've lost your. Because if you've taught your children or your grandchildren that guns are not evil and yada, 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 and they're tools and you should use them for the right fucking things, what not to do with them, what you can do with them, and then somebody comes to take them, they're forever fucking scarred, okay? There's just so many fucking things. Like, people don't even fucking think. Like, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? They're going to take your shit, and your kids are still going to be fucked up, and you're going to be labeled a fucking terrorist, or tourist, or whatever the fuck, the stupid fucks that think a clip is a fucking magazine, because they learned everything that they fucking know about firearms from fucking rap videos. The fucking mindset of these people, they're fucking retarded. Like, they have no fucking clue what in the fuck is going on in real life, because they're so far up on a pedestal in their little white houses on the fucking Capitol Hill and stuff. Did you see the fucking faces of the people? They were scared shitless. And that's the way they're supposed to be, because, not really scared shitless, but they're supposed to be your servant. They're supposed to go there and do stuff for you, not go there and say, oh, well, fuck, I'm getting $350,000 through my third grandson removed to vote against this. Well, you don't need fucking gasoline, all while I fly my private jet that you pay for, that the citizens pay for. I mean, the fucking reality of people are just fucking mind-boggling. Like, you've lost all touch with fucking reality. And those people don't have any fucking reality, because why? They're pampered. They get everything they want, when they want, and then they retire and they still get the same shit.
Well, and don't forget, Irish, that they also have a mob of supposedly 81 million people, right, that believe every bit of propaganda they drop.
That's because they only listen to what they want to hear. And if you say it enough times to people, that they're going to fucking believe it. So if you listen to MSNBC, and you have since you were a young kid in college, and MSNBC saying, oh, well, white people are fucking bad, or, whatever the case may be, don't eat your fucking oatmeal, because oatmeal, are you saying something? Because he's...
No, I'm not saying nothing.
No, OMG, he's like pointing at something. Are you talking
I was talking to Mole. I was saying y'all probably think I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh.
I hadn't
If
even
you say
noticed until
something-
now.
Dude,
And his mic's working real good though, so I can really hear OMG today.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons. And my tooth's feeling a little better. I use some dental shit.
So,
Nice.
like back, do you remember back when they said eggs are fucking bad for you and they cause heart
Yeah.
disease and stuff?
Yeah.
They pumped that shit so fucking hard that egg sales went way down.
Well, think of butter, right? Butter. Eat plastic shit that we made for you instead of the real natural stuff that
Margarine is
people have been eating.
Margarine is
Yeah.
one chemical fucking away from being plastic. It was designed to lubricate machinery.
Yeah, that's why my family only eats butter, stick butter,
Yeah.
made out of milk, all that shit. And even my doctor is like, "Why don't you eat this?" And I'm like, I'm not eating things that aren't natural." Well, what do you mean? Well, butter is natural. I can make that if I take whole milk. I can make butter. I can't make fucking margarine.
Heavy whipping cream. It'd be kind of hard to make it out of milk.
Yeah, you just got to remove the whey and make. Yeah. There's all.
Yeah,
kinds of,
I mean, yeah, okay.
cheese.
I'm a city boy. I don't know how to make fucking. Sorry, don't know really how to make it. But I shoot straight, right? And I can learn even at 55, right? So
Easy to make butter.
yeah. So, but I don't know how to do it. But I know if I go to my Foxfire books, I'll learn in about 5 minutes.
Well,
Yeah,
since you made that point, it is easy for you to learn, but nobody goes outside the box. Either they listen to Fox News or they listen to MSNBC, they listen to the Clinton News Network, whatever fucking, and that's what they believe. So, I mean, you can't get people out of the fucking box when they don't want to be out of the box.
Who was
So
it?
nobody
Somebody.
believes.
Stinger was sharing a little saying. You can read a person in knowledge, but you can't make them think. I'm pretty sure that was you, right, Stinger? You shared that one with me, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm keeping that."
Maybe a while ago.
Well, that's what I told Tactical Tony the other day. Like my grandfather, he was a frogman in World War II. He was originally a machinist mate, but because he knew how to swim, they turned him into a frogman. And he did all the shit in World War II. He went in, fucking took out, all the underwater demolitions and stuff before the troops went in. Well, he told me whenever I was a little kid, and I remember this, believe half of what you see and none of what you fucking hear.
How about?
They're always lying to you. Somebody is always fucking lying to you. And if you don't see with your own two fucking eyes, and you can't prove it with your own two eyes, then don't believe it. But these motherfuckers will believe that the fucking Earth is square.
Or flat.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's funny, Irish. I've had this discussion with a lot of people. You can get people who are experts in something, right? And then they read what the news puts out on their particular subject, and they get this all wrong. But then they turn the page, or the next story shows up, and it's the same lying cocksucker lying about something else, and they nod their head like it's fucking gospel. People are just, especially Americans, we've been trained for the past 50 years at least, but it's been real hardcore since 9/11, right? To absorb propaganda and believe it's truth. I believe OMG's agreeing with me, but
Enthusiastically.
yeah. And you guys can talk. Remember, we can all hear each other, and this is a dragon. You can talk over each other. It's fine. Somebody go shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something about you're talking about eating the right thing. If you really want to lose weight and you really want to eat healthy, the best thing you can do is know this: if it's not a nut, or if it's not a seed, a meat, or a vegetable, or a bean or something like that, whatever, don't put it in your mouth.
So basically, no carbs.
No pussy. What the fuck, bro?
Hey, that's fish.
Hey, what if
Fuck you.
What if you nut in the pussy first? Then it's a nut. So
Then it's nutty tuna.
Well, then it's nut. Butter.
That's
Okay.
Nut butter at that.
Oh, hey, I mean, you're making all good points there, but nutty butter is just nutty butter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, eating your own nut though. Ugh.
Some
And
people's
see,
kinks,
it-
man. Some people's kinks.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, how about?
That's
then
not
they'll,
my
then they'll get into
kink.
the fact that you eat you eat children. So I mean, there's just all kinds of fucked upness
Is
with
that?
eating that.
Oh, wow. That's a nice solvent trap you got there.
And of course, you got to have a light on it.
Yeah.
So, but I just, he was saying something about somebody did a gun check already, so I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
A wee bit of a gun check.
Oh my God, it's the stupid Glock 30.
Oh, poor baby.
I know.
All I have is a BB gun.
No, yeah.
I don't. That's airsoft. Let's just get straight. That's airsoft. So.
Yeah. Right. All I have is a BB gun. So.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's just look. We already know. We can laugh and joke about it because we've had these discussions so many times, and we've seen the signs coming for so long that none of us, I'm sure, are shocked at what's going on right now.
Did he?
I mean,
did I?
I don't know.
it's
I
just.
hear-
Oh, me? Did I freeze?
No, I can hear you fine, Mule.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll dance my head around.
Have
I'm
you
still
seen
up.
this mule?
I'm still ugly. What?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've seen those things. Listen, I don't buy propaganda. B, I'm not a real good follower, right? So if somebody's telling me, if I didn't come up with the idea myself, I probably might not do it, right? Unless it's a really good one, because I'm not good at following. I had the same sticker. I got it when I voted. And yeah, I got it on a magazine somewhere.
That's my magazine. I put that on there.
Yeah, isn't that one of those Schmeiser 60 rounders?
It's a 40 round mag pull
Oh, okay.
AR mag.
But yeah, I mean, we're all. You know what? If you're surprised that this is happening, you haven't been paying attention.
Right.
And the reason why I shared that one CBS video with you in your
How many times have
evening wrap
we
up
all thought it was
thing.
going to be a civil war in the past? Like I can't think of the times
Since
that
the
I
last
thought
one.
I was sure that we're getting ready to go.
Since the last one, how many times have you heard the South will rise again? I mean,
Well, the closest I think we came was Bundy, and we weren't really close, right? So, not the amount of people that they wanted to back up the Bundy situation did not happen. And then when they went and took the Maher, it wasn't happening at all, right? And if you look at, so we've been ready, we've been preparing, and now here we are. Exactly the things that we were all worried about are coming true. They're closing down any conservative thought. They're closing down libertarian thought. They're going to be coming after us.
Yep.
And you need to understand that. And I'm going to add on to Irish a little bit about the grandkids, because I believe most people are just going to give it up, Irish. I'll tell you right now. I believe most people are going to give it up. I do not believe most people have a plan like I do, where the second we even think somebody's coming, the kids are out.
Yeah, that's true. But
because I ain't running, I can't run. I got 3 toes, I got bad knees, I got a bad fucking hip. I'm 50 goddamn 5, but I'm standing stacked on a nice little shitload of fucking armor penetrating shit. So
if they're coming here, my wife and kids will be gone long before
Yeah.
they're out here.
Yeah, exactly. And the way to get into my house, I already have people that know. I get calls when more than 2 cops show up in my cul-de-sac. So, but most people don't fit. Basically, but that's
surrounded by a river and swampland for miles, mangrove swamps for miles past the river, all the way around my neighborhood. Behind me, mangrove swamp.
Here's something I want to
mangrove swamp.
I want to interject here real quick. A good point that I was going to talk about on the evening catch-up and I forgot. FTRA 1987 says AOS said that the South needs to be liberated from Republicans. So you have members of Congress calling for them to go through the South, or people that voted for
You have people in Congress calling for other Congress people to be arrested.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
exactly.
If you don't think and this is the funny thing, this is the closest we've been to civil war yet.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's going to happen. I suggest nobody go to fucking D.C.
It ever since last summer when the riot started.
No, it's been inching its way there since I was a child, because we've constantly been losing and every time that the people start getting too pissed off with the government, some surprisingly shocking thing will happen. Right? The only reason why there isn't going to be one now is because the Democrats totally know they cheated in every aspect, and they need to put the hammer down. There is not going to be some false flag. No Iranians going to fucking bomb us. You know what might happen? We might end up with another OKC false flag.
Put the hammer down, you say?
Right? So that's the kind of false flag we might end up seeing on the 20th, is one like OKC.
No,
right? And most people don't understand. Oklahoma City, the feds knew the whole fucking time. They were in on the planning of Oklahoma City, right?
Just like every week.
Just like most of the other shit that they're every time they bust a goddamn supposed terrorist, the ones that were going after the fucking Michigan governor, it turns out most of the people involved in it are fucking feds. And they got 4 people with fucking, low IQs running about 76, and those are the people they put in fucking jail. But they get to claim it's a terrorist attack. Or they stop one.
There's no way you can acquire that amount of shit, precursors for anything, and not be on the local police radar, because they call immediately, like, even if you make meth, okay? So when you go to our feed or supply stores like that, they have the fucking precursors of how to fucking make bathtub, crank, shake and bake meth. And if you go in there and ask for those things and you don't have a fucking farm, and even if you have a farm and you don't have the proper acreage, they're asking you why the fuck you're buying this and what you're going to use it for, and yada yada yada. So you mean to tell me that somebody went and bought all that fancy shit and nobody caught on? Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, look, you cannot get over a 5-pound bag of nitrate. Okay, I do live in farm country, right? I may not be a farmer knowing how to make milk, because fucking who does that anymore? But I do. Yeah, but I
make butter.
Live in. I'm just saying, I live in farm country. If you step outside, if you step 1 foot outside my town, all there is corn, soy, and fucking cattle, right?
I live in woods.
Well, that's awesome. You know what?
All bodies.
Well, the nice thing is, if everything does go to shit and the fucking supply system goes down, my town's still going to eat.
My town is too.
Yeah, it might be a lot of fucking corn.
A lot of soy.
No, that shit gets out. No, the shit that's in our reserve bins is corn. The soy gets shipped right out for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, they send it all to China.
Yeah.
Yeah, China and over to Asia for sure.
Yeah, they're the number 1 buyer of soy.
Yeah,
we got so many freaking deer. We got like a herd of deer in my front yard right now. So
out here too. Out here we got an ass ton of deer.
Speaking of the grains and stuff, now you guys probably watch the morning muster. It's too fucking early, yada yada yada. But they've now came out and said that the USDA has recalibrated all their shit, and we don't have the food reserves that we thought we had because it all fucking got washed away, right? Mm. Then there's also a drought in South America, so we're not going to have the grains and stuff this year, but we're still exporting the fuck out of everything that we have in the United States. But all other countries have ceased exports of grain, soy, corn, and everything, even though the United States is still pumping the shit out. Well, now the USDA came out and said that we now have shortages because we don't have that because it rotted in the field from the floods. So that's all, be prepared for that, because when you said that, it reminded me.
Yeah, but again, around here, we didn't have that problem, right? I remember at the beginning of the year, they were calling about how, it's going to be a horrible year because of COVID and all this shit. Bumper fucking crop around here. Same with the last one.
Throw shit away.
No, Illinois, around here, they don't, no, it can go to something else.
Most of the country, they fucking was dumping soybeans and dumping corn and dumping milk and...
No, not around here.
Killing pigs and killing cattle.
Nope.
don't just digging a hole and shooting them and letting them fall in the hole and covering them up.
Yeah, well, they weren't doing that around here. I heard all those same fucking stories, right?
Yeah.
But they weren't doing that shit around here. And like I said, I'm in the middle of fucking Illinois, in the middle of farm country, right?
That wasn't because of COVID. That was because of the shortages of the fucking feed, and they can't keep feeding
You
them.
gotta have a license just to buy a gun in Illinois.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, Boyd
You have license to buy
That's
fucking
the,
ammo.
that's the only
That's a
reason.
violation of the Second Amendment.
But I live here. But that's the only reason. That's the only reason why I have it, right?
Right.
Is because I have to.
I got a concealed carry permit because I get caught with a concealed weapon. I'll get charged with it.
Right.
You know,
Me too.
Permit, you know, a carry permit is also unconstitutional, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've all had to live in our society. We've all had to jump through some hoops. I don't like any of the hoops I have to jump through.
I just had to wait 3 hours for my next check to get back today because every time I buy a gun, which is quite often, I get delayed. You'll think by now they would know that I want some serial killer, but they got to re-fucking check everything.
You probably have a
delayed shit. I got delayed 10 days with my last NICS check because not only does it have to go through the NICS system, but then it has to come back and go through the fucking Illinois state system.
Yeah, my state's the same way.
And they take forever. Nick will have it done in fucking an hour, right?
Nick is instant.
Yeah, well, whatever, right, exactly, it's instant. But Illinois says 3 days.
The system will flag you.
Right.
And then they'll have to go for a review, and that's what takes the freaking time.
Yeah,
you guys
well,
just hate it. I go in there, and then 15 minutes later, I'm out with a gun in my hand.
well, that's why look.
The only reason we can think why I'm delayed is because twice in my life I've had to shoot somebody in self-defense and was found not guilty.
Well, I can think of plenty of reasons why I could be delayed. They found me out, and then I'm really expecting a goddamn knock at the door. Every time I'm fucking delayed, I expect a knock at the door. I'm like, oh fuck, there's some dirt in my past that may come up. But thankfully, there wasn't computers then, so maybe it didn't. Yeah,
I go through Illinois for just a few miles at the corner of Illinois every week, and so I'm in there, so I have to kind of know the laws because I carry.
Yeah. If you're coming out of Kentucky or Tennessee, passing through, yeah,
that's what I do.
Yeah, well, I figured that because from the fact that we talked a couple of times, I know you're about 6 hours from me in and about.
I go through off 64 through Kentucky.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I was down that way. I go down that way at least 3 times a year. Shit, I didn't even realize I was over in fucking Irish's neck of the woods there in October. If I'd have thought about it, I probably would have tried to hook up with, even though fucking Tennessee's bigger than people think. Looks small on a map. That motherfucker's bigger.
40 through Tennessee. Tennessee is a skinny state, but it's long. It takes all fucking day to drive from Memphis to freaking Knoxville.
Fucking A, and it's all up and down shit. So up and down, up and down, up and down. Around them, up them, over them. Fuck, I love Tennessee, and the people know how to drive there compared to Illinois. So that makes me even happier. They drive like they're fucking insane,
People in
Tennessee.
Illinois have no fucking clue. I thought everybody up there had a fucking driver's permit. They're fucking retarded, bro. I'm glad.
Oh yeah, I know.
People going through the fucking, 3 people going through the fucking light in front of me. 3 people going through the light in front of me, and this bitch decides to turn. And I'm thinking, I'm just cruising on, doing my thing. And my wife's like, no, they don't drive like they do at home. I'm like, skirt, because this bitch just right out in front of me. No turn, no arrow, no nothing. She just pulls out in front of me, and like, I shit you not, I stopped close enough to see the whites of this bitch's eyeballs, and she shit herself. I guarantee it, because I would have just plowed the bitch, but
that's true.
No.
But then again, in Tennessee, the speed limit is just a suggestion, and whatever it is your car can fucking do, that's what they'll do in Tennessee.
Yeah, they'll get pulled over too.
Only some of them.
Tennessee got a Peterbilt with a fucking 53-foot dry van painted up like a freaking trooper car, pulling people over with the bitch.
I don't doubt it. But I know,
like 2 of them.
I know we spent a couple of days in Nashville, and every time I got on the loop around Nashville, because we didn't grab a hotel in Nashville, not fucking stupid, but every time you got on the fucking highway, everybody's doing about 80, and that's in the slow lane, And if you get into fucking fast lane, your
Not
vehicle
anymore.
better be able to do 100. This was just in October.
Huh. Sounds like Texas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I did over the road, and then before I did over the road, I did a couple of motorcycle tours around America. So yeah, I know how different people drive. Illinois is one of the worst. The only people that are worse is fucking Massachusetts.
I learned how to drive
California.
a semi truck in Illinois.
California.
California's bad, but Massachusetts and Illinois are fucking worse.
I learned how to drive a semi truck in Chicago, and Atlanta, and New York, and LA, and Sacramento.
Yeah, I just learned driving with a dude. That was it. Just he needed somebody. He needed a fucking second driver. He didn't want to pay somebody. I wasn't smart enough to know. I didn't have the fucking license. I didn't care. So I just second seated it. And anytime we needed to pull over, you jumped in the fucking driver's seat, and I jumped in the back.
Oh, I didn't tell you all this. I just ordered. It's supposed to have a 6-pound trigger, 7-pound trigger.
Ooh.
It doesn't feel like that though at all. It's a really good trigger. It's probably one of the best triggers on any of my guns. Maybe my Walther is like equal to it a little bit, but I just ordered an M Carbo spring kit for the fire pin spring, the main spring, and the sear spring.
Got a hinge trigger.
Yeah, it's the same kind of trigger as a 1911.
No, 1911 has a trigger that goes straight back.
Oh, straight. Yeah, this is a hinge trigger. You're right.
Hinge trigger.
Well,
that's the same as my Star Model B.
Is that a 380? What is that?
9mm.
Oh, nice.
If I can.
Yeah, clean gun. Are we doing another
Very,
gun check? Because I got the Dan Wesson out.
Oh, okay.
Got out to Dan Wesson.
Got to break out the big money gun.
Yeah, my ounce of gold gun right there.
You gonna make me have to go into my safe? No, you know what? I got my fucking.
Here we go. Check out this reset.
Here, I'll show you. I'll just have to go here to the Minuteman gear. I'll pull out the Minuteman gun.
No, let me go get my Walther. Got a 2-pound trigger on it.
Hold on. Fire it.
Another CZ.
Hold on. Right there. There's the reset. Oh, it already reset. It's that light. This thing is brother.
Yeah, I'm not unloading and showing clear. That's okay. My shit's loaded.
I'm gonna have to get out my Umerix BB gun here, guys.
Okay.
Right. Man, that's about all you can buy in some fucking stores right now.
I've been selling them for $100 with BB CO2 cartridges, the pistol, and a target for $140 all day long, just for the BB gun.
I believe it. I've seen that. A dude I know sold his Glock BB gun for like twice he fucking paid for it.
Really?
Just because somebody wanted something that looked like a Glock. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You fucking people are retarded.
They want to get shot. They want to get shot with a real gun.
Yeah. At this point, people are just fucking stupid. You know, and I go into this because I do my usual hunt for ammo because now it's just habit. I don't need any of it, but I keep buying it when I find it. So.
Yes.
But it's just ridiculous, man. Every store is they're bare. The fucking smaller stores that I like, the little mom and pop shops, the brick and mortars. Man, I don't know if any of them are gonna fucking make it.
No.
I went to a gun store today, and they were loaded with guns.
Well, good. Maybe
by the end of the day, though.
Yeah, but what were the prices? Was it expensive as fuck or not?
No, it was just average. I mean, I only paid.
How much was the Glock 19 or 17?
$5.99 for that one.
Did I hear somebody said if this channel
Glock?
only had more dancing girls?
Man, you should have watched some of the old Dragon then.
That happened.
Yeah.
You can't really see it.
Bike Bullet says, manpower will not be wasted on the people whom are willing to go kinetic. Drones, remember? President Obama gave us that.
There ain't enough fucking drones. Look, everybody, look, it's going to take people with will, right? And it's going to take people with will that are willing to die and willing to watch others die. Because there ain't enough fucking drones, just like there ain't enough fucking soldiers, Marines, sailors, Air Force people. There just ain't enough to go against the people if we really get into a hot war, okay? For every 100 humans in America, there is 120 firearms.
If there was an actual hot civil war between the citizens and the government, it would be over before it started. The citizens would win. Over half the military would defect and get on the side of the citizens.
I'll tell you something, and that's what when I saw that starting in fucking D.C. on the 6th, that's what I was hoping and how it would end.
The Capitol Police were taking selfies with them and opened the doors and fucking guided them up the steps.
Well, if you follow some of the
called terrorists, and it's
yes, as I shared a couple of videos with Stinger, is now that everybody who's an ex-military or ex-police, you are now on a fucking list if you weren't before, just because of the fact that you're ex-military and police. Right, and I shared a couple of videos, one a long one yesterday, and then one a shorter one today about how they're confiscating fucking all these people's weapons, right? Because you may have took the Capitol with a group, but they're coming to your house individually.
Yeah, they're just taking pictures of you.
Yeah, well, that's why I've been trying to let people know.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there either, but I'm telling people I know. If you have half a brain, you know how the government works. Right? And if you don't think we're not living in Big Brother and you don't have your fucking picture taken everywhere you go, sitting in your car at a stoplight, walking into the Walmart. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Not even talking about the shit on your phone.
Everywhere
right?
you go.
So to go to any of these fucking protests ever not totally covered has been ridiculous to me. I stopped going to any of those fucking things back after the first year of Obama because what would you see? If you knew what to look for, you would see people taking photographs of the crowd. Not selfies, not, live streaming. No. Professionals taking pictures of fucking faces. And I used to see that shit outside my corner store when I was growing up and running numbers. Right? I was taught how to talk in public by covering your mouth and talking in code, so that because you're always getting your fucking picture taken. And we mentioned this a bajillion times on the Dragon for years, before this new iteration. So it just amazes me that people think they can walk around like they're free people anymore. No, we live in Big Brother. They watch you every chance they get, even in your home. Half your fucking appliances are spying on you.
Oh my God!
Not my appliances. I do have an Alexa in my bedroom though.
Oh, there you go, man.
What is listening to?
Don't have
everything
in your fucking house, man.
Everything.
To me, that should be nothing but a shotgun target, right? But I know plenty of people who have them.
It ain't mine.
I won't even let my kids have those. Okay.
Ain't nobody. They're not worrying about little old me.
Not yet.
Not yet, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And that's the mindset everybody needs to get the fuck out of. They're not worried about me right now, but the people that showed up there, they are. Well, then shit only rolls downhill. Most of you probably haven't been in the military, but it rolls downhill.
Okay.
So it's going to take the people. Okay, so we're going to go through this 4 years worth of fucking retardation.
Good.
It's going to turn more people against.
I'm in the Dragon.
Oh yeah.
It's going to turn more people against the tyranny that's actually happening because more people are going to wake up and see this shit.
Right.
That's why I think we're not in the stage of
people are
docile like everybody wants.
They don't even know what the fuck is going on. They're just listening to staying in their house. Oh, stay in your house. Listen to the fucking wear your mask. Meanwhile, their masks don't do shit.
My life hasn't changed.
I know,
since
but
COVID.
what happened? Nothing happened.
I didn't change anything. My family didn't change nothing they were doing.
Yeah, but the economy changed.
Yeah, I make more money now.
I guarantee
but the more people that have to fucking embrace the suck, the bigger resistance is going to be whenever it come out on top.
First of all, when Washington happened, there was a lot of people there that got off their butt, stopped making excuses, and went many states over to attend that, where they didn't have to. They just decided they'd had enough. Whether you agree with what they did after that fact, or who, if there were infiltrators or not, the fact remains there was thousands and thousands of people that made that journey because they were pissed on what happened.
I just wanted to talk to you for a minute. If I can't get in, that's okay. You don't have to move anything.
Lance Corporal veteran, not yet. We're in a civil war, and in it, and try not to equate me have gun to I win when you don't have the infrastructures to take you there. Okay.
Right. It's not even a gun war anyway. It's a daggone information war. And conservatives are not very good at that kind of war.
Lance Corporal's right with that, and you know what? We're not going to be able to do shit with the information war because they keep locking us out of the information highway.
Yep.
You know, so unless you can afford to start your own goddamn internet, they're going to lock us all out. They're already doing it. They're just starting with the big boys first before they get to us little fucks. It's an information war, and we lost.
I knew all I would have to do is go to that guy right there.
Yep.
That's the guy that broke the windows and egged everybody on to keep moving further into the Capitol.
Yep.
That guy is Black Lives Matter guy from Utah, Provo, Utah.
All right, let's be real here. All right. Time out. Let's fucking be real here. Everyone that was out there wanted to fucking change shit that was going on.
Right.
So who gives a flying fuck if there was Black Lives Matter there, fucking Antifa, fucking Pantifa, fucking you name it.
Because they're trying to use it. They're trying to use it to point
who gives a fuck?
Trump supporters and conservatives that don't even support
Trump. They call them terrorists no matter what. It doesn't matter. They're calling Antifa not terrorists, and they're calling Trump supporter terrorists. It doesn't fucking matter whether you say it was Antifa or BLM or whoever the fuck.
I don't know.
It's gaslighting, dude.
1984.
They're going to blame it on Trump anyway.
Yeah, Lock and Loaded's right. They're going to blame it on Trump no matter what.
But I got to get hold of Chris.
Here's the thing.
Look,
if you think that is going to hurt our cause is already hurt. They already got away with it. They did it right in front of your face, and they laughed about it. They're going to do it again. You think you're going to vote your way out of this? You think you're going to vote for a pro-2A person? No, you're not. You're going to vote for somebody who's, what? Bought and paid for with your money, your children's money, your grandchildren's money. That's who just bought those votes. And they're going to decide, oh, yeah, I'm totally for guns. Meanwhile, let me write every single anti-gun legislation ever. And it's the same old shit that we've been in for decades where people are like, you know what, I'm not even going to vote because my vote don't matter. Well, Trump somehow got into office by an anomaly or whatever. I have no idea. And they fixed that problem real darn quick. And now we're all supposed to go back to believing in the system of the two parties and how I'm going to vote for this guy in 4 years. And it's going to fix everything.
No, listen, Sting, they're not, they're already planning for that not to happen, dude. That's why they're going after any conservative or libertarian that wants to think for themselves and won't pull a GOP line. They're starting to call them terrorists. They're already saying, and as again, you've seen, I showed you the video, they're coming to people's houses. It's a whole different game plan. They ain't expecting anybody to go back to sleep after this. They're expecting your ass to go to the concentration camp. And they already say they want it. Re-education camps for our kids and concentration camps for us.
I told him, if you're just going to work or whatever.
Where'd it go? I was going to grab some eggs.
Hey, Sting, can you mute Irish?
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Sorry.
Friend's house, turn it on low. Otherwise, keep it on high. So you can have
maybe.
So he's been turned it off.
Oh, okay. There was a little bit of a delay with my button clicking. Sorry about
that. No. Yeah, because he's talking to the wife, you know. So I figured give him a little privacy.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Because otherwise, I tell you all to shut up so I can hear better.
Oh, that's not necessarily a conversation you want to hear into.
Exactly, but I'm a nosy fuck, so whatever.
Oh, Christina Ashley. Antifa was there, dressed like Trump supporters in the crowd. Yes, I covered that on my channel. They were talking smack and laughing it off. Okay, but I will actually agree with Mr. Locked and Loaded, and I'm kind of a little bit surprised. I ain't gonna lie. And, but yeah, at that point, what does it matter?
Yeah,
if
who
there was
gives a shit?
Antifa there or not? You're there
Who
to
gives
do
a shit?
what? Are you mad about the election? Do you think the election was 100% honest? If you do not think
It wasn't even fucking 10% honest.
I'm
They fucking
saying though,
burned the fucking ballot
the
boxes
election
and
wasn't
stole shit.
100% honest,
Common, like,
then
right
you should
in
be
front of everyone.
rising up. You should be demanding. You should be taking your government back, because once your right to vote has been tarnished by an election stolen, there is no getting that back. You should be dragging them out into the street and at the very least tar and feathering their asses. That's what should have happened. Whether there was Antifa there or not does not matter, because the fact remains the election was not 100% honest. And if it's not 100% honest, it's stolen. And if it's stolen, you have no freedom and the republic is dead.
Yeah, and that's where we're at. The republic's dead.
Yep.
I understand a lot of people hate it. I understand a lot of people are going to be sad about it. And a lot of people might be mad at me about it. But the republic's dead. The best we can hope for is a fucking balkanization to where some states can form into another fucking country and follow the original plans. But if you think you're going to get the West Coast back online or the East Coast back online, you're out of your fucking mind.
My co-driver asked me the other day what I thought the future of America was. I said, what America? What United States? That's done. There's no more Republic of the United States. That's done.
Yeah. We're over that. Now it's just figuring out what the Chinese want to do with us.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
because, well, let's be honest about it. This coming century is going to be more about the Chinese than the Americans, and we're going to turn into. And just like fucking Irish mentioned, we're going to turn into a shithole third world country. Now, he's been the ones in the Middle East. I just been to the one down south, and I don't fucking ever want America to turn into Mexico, but it's gonna.
Country boy can't survive.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, some of us will, some of us won't. Parts of the country will. I feel sorry for Mr. Lock and Loaded. His fucking ass is in California.
Oh my God, how do you even do that?
Not far outside of L.A.
Yeah, I'm in LA and it's a shithole.
You have any plans on leaving, or are you staying?
All right, listen. No,
I go to LA every week. There's nothing. It's not like if it was if it was like down to going out and trying to hunt something for meat, you ain't doing that in LA.
Good luck. You'd have to leave
LA. Or a dog.
You would have to leave LA.
Yeah, you got to leave. No, otherwise, there's plenty of meat hanging around LA.
There's a ton of shitty food in the stores. There's a ton of shitty food. Good luck
it's just
good food in the stores. It's not that hard, but I mean,
make sure you cook the meat to get all the prions out.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's plenty of meat around fucking LA.
Today,
some of it's Hispanic meat, some of it's Oriental meat, some of it's
Yeah, you talking about
man, I ain't trying to
He's
eat
talking
people,
to long pork.
Yeah. Well, listen, you live in fucking LA, unless you're heading up to fucking Simi Valley or something like that, and that's where everybody else is going. But you're going to be safe in LA because the Chinese,
Arizona,
the Chinese are going to be sending relief to LA. Believe it, so that way they can, they can come for the humanitarian crisis that's coming.
I walked down the street today, and I'm in LA, right? I walked down the street today, and it looks like about blue skies, whatever, beautiful day, whatever.
I was in LA 2 days ago. That shit was smoggy as fuck.
I'm right next to basically LA, right? So like downtown LA. So basically, there's all these streaks of white in the air. Like people say, they put poison in the air, which they totally do. And then I looked down low, and probably 100 feet above my head, but probably like a couple miles away, or like a half a mile away. there was just like a dark, like gas-looking cloud all over LA, and no one said shit, but all you heard was like sirens and whatnot. But it looked like there was either a giant fire or it was just straight up gas. But it wasn't like a fire as in it was going straight up. You know what I mean? Like if a fire was going straight up, like if it would burn, you know what I mean? It would go straight up into the atmosphere. This like lingered like gas over like across the atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Well, did they ever fix that fucking giant natural gas leak in California, in LA?
It was dark as fuck. Like if someone breathed that in, that's lowering. That's over LA, dude. That's over.
Yeah,
LA.
you know there's like three fucking.
You're fucking retarded, bro. Like, no, I'm not even joking. Like that's fucked. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucked.
This guy, Mr. Locked and Loaded, must have never seen tires being burnt because they fucking linger around and make a pretty little smoke screen.
Dude,
I was coming down the hill in the north Las Vegas the other day, and you could hardly even see Las Vegas from the smog.
I believe it.
This was thicker than smog, and if they were burning tires, they must have burned 100, 200 tires.
I hope they're around somebody's fucking neck, especially that goddamn mayor's.
In the center of LA, you think that happened, bro? You Irish USMA vet?
Not yet.
You really think that happened?
It's coming soon.
That was either straight up gas or like someone saying, "Oh, it's a fire," but that was not a fire.
Most gas burns clean though.
I was in the middle of Ontario, California the other day, and it was fucking cow farms. That surprised the shit out of me. You're in the middle of like the big city, and then you get down right in the middle, like downtown, and it's like desert and a bunch of fucking stinking ass cows.
Yeah, stockade. No, what I was saying is you know, gas usually burns clean. Diesel will burn with a little bit of a dark color, but that's why I was saying maybe it's tires.
The only reason why, no, I know what you're saying, but the only reason why I'm saying it's not smoke is because it's lingering right above your head. So it's
like smog does. Yeah, or smog.
But it's thick as fuck. Thick as all fuck, and it's not moving. It's just thick, and it was like a giant, like probably mile wide span, like straight up gas. Like someone like a drone or something just sprayed gas and then just like said, "All right, have a good day."
Did some hillbilly roll through there and roll coal on you?
That's not what happened. I'm telling you right now, man. It was literally a giant.
I believe you.
It was a giant cloud, and I
believe you.
saw it too because I was walking, and they were like, "What the fuck?" And other people were like, "Yeah." They like came outside of their houses and were like, "What the fuck is that?" So yeah.
Well, you're in fucking LA, you know, and everybody look. I left Cali a long time ago because of, even then you would come down off of Bear Mountain heading into LA.
That's normal.
And the smog layer. I mean, I'd be coming down on my bike and breathing fresh air up in fucking Bear and coming down and going, what the fuck am I going to roll through here?
Yeah, every time I go to LA, when you come down that mountain, you can just see the valley of LA, and it's just this big hovering brown cloud right there. You're like, oh, man, I got to go into that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're coming out of Big Bear, and it's like, what the fuck did I just roll into?
Yeah. You know, and fuck, I lived out in Cali when you didn't have to have a helmet. But then again, I lived out in Cali when it was still, just before it started its downhill climb. I left Cali in 89, 90. So just before the real hardcore downhill decline. It was starting, but it was still pretty free at that point.
Yeah, now the air, you don't even want to breathe it in. Like now, they tell you to stay in the house for a reason. Because the air, for some reason, imagine that, right? So they're saying, all right, you need to wear a mask. The air quality is shit, though, right?
I would actually wear a mask.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't wear a mask when I go to LA.
You don't want to wear like a fabric mask. You want to wear a gas mask.
A full-on gas mask. I got a full-on gas mask.
So do I.
I have a whole suit. I have a whole suit. I have the whole fucking...
And that's it. If it was, it's winter right now in fucking LA, I'd be wearing that motherfucker.
Dude, it was
summer, not happening.
It's actually hot. It's actually hot.
It was 80 degrees here in Phoenix today.
Fuck you people.
It's hot as shit.
It's snowing here.
Yeah.
Cold. Yeah.
Oh,
fucking snow.
It was snowing in 3 months. In 3 months, I'm going to wish I wasn't here.
Holy fuck! If you could see the fucking computer or the security camera monitors, like it's coming down fucking heavy duty right now. Snow.
Yeah, we got it this afternoon, so you're getting it now.
Yeah.
Where you at?
And it was the big fat. It was a big fat wet flakes.
Yeah.
And the shit was heading south, right? It wasn't going usually like it does west. It was kind of coming north from the north to a south kind of blow with the weather today.
Fuzzy Fork in chat is admitting to poaching. He's like, I didn't plan on running today, but those game wardens came out of nowhere.
Or he just didn't want to talk to game wardens. Maybe he wasn't poaching.
Yeah, see, that's why you got to work on private land. It's never poaching on private land.
The thing is if a game warden, I know in New York, if a game warden saw you hunting, even if you were on private land, he could come and see what the fuck you were doing.
Oh yeah,
piece of shit.
my brother-in-law is one of those pieces of shit working for DNR in New York.
Yeah, it's all well and good. Like when I was
young, he's a piece of shit.
My parents were like, "Oh, go do that shit," but it's like,
He's just like every other fucking asshole that wants to put on a badge. You know, all of a sudden, you know.
Douchebags.
Yeah. Every other
99% douchebags, pretty much.
Well, and if they ain't douchebags going in, they turn into them within 5 years.
They get jaded, yeah.
You know, and that's why I laugh with all these. I have friends of mine, people in my crew that I just saw put up Back the Blue that I'm going to be talking to this fucking weekend. Asking, you know, I hope that's a propaganda symbol because if you're fucking really going to back the blue, we ain't talking no more. You do remember you're a felon, you fucking idiot.
Most of the blue were the ones forcing businesses to close or make them wear masks or calling them non-essential.
Who enforces the law? It ain't the fucking Congress.
Oh, okay.
It ain't the fucking president.
The only thing that they are supposed to be doing, the only job that technically the feds, at least, the jobs of the feds, is to enforce the fucking Constitution, which means, in a way, you know, interstate trade and shit like that.
Probably just Sadie's.
You know, like serious shit.
It is Sadie's.
They don't
See,
even
I'm
do
good.
that. So what the fuck?
Look, dude, and I'm not even talking about the feds. You ain't gotta worry about fucking ATF knocking on your door. They need to be the one in the lead. But your local cops are the ones that are going to be backing them, right? And all your fucking local cops are going to be the ones that are going to be banging on your door. They're the ones that are going to put you in fucking handcuffs.
Yeah,
you're not going to a fed jail.
$1,000 check a fucking year.
Yeah, you're not going to a fed jail. You're going to your local jail. So this Back the Blue bullshit is you just siding. You know, it's like it would be like a Russian talking about how good the KGB is.
This is where I came off, and this is where I always get in trouble in my chat saying the only cop that's a good cop is an ex-cop. Because it's the cop who said, no, I will not follow those orders, and therefore they get fired because they won't be a law, you know, they won't be order followers, and there you go. They're an ex-cop. That's the only good cop there is, in my opinion.
Copy that.
Now the sheriff, we have a sheriff.
Fuck them too. Look, all law enforcement, they're there to enforce the law. The law will tell them
revenue for this fucking state.
Lamb is pretty cool though.
The revenue, that's what they do.
Sheriff
Look,
Lamb
your fucking governors, but these governors tell them, you know, people have to go on put on masks, right? So if you're out in the rule,
the law, they get fired.
Yeah.
Sheriffs don't get fired though; they get elected. So that's the why.
Yeah, they're elected.
Okay, but the sheriff stays in his fucking office, and the deputies are the ones that are actually doing the shit.
Pull the funding away from the fucking county, too, if they don't comply.
Look, I hope I'm wrong on everything. I really do. But I'm telling you, do not trust a fucking sheriff. Do not trust a cop. Do not trust anybody in authority because they want to keep their authority. They want to keep it because they know what? They know that while the rest of the fucking population...
What authority?
The authority that the people have given them. Okay? The authority that they have with that fucking badge and everybody's been trained to listen to. Right? That's the authority. And they want to keep eating. And they want to keep their family eating. And they have no problem with letting you fucking starve so they can eat. And if you don't believe that, just check out what happened in Katrina. So if you think any fucking cop is on your side, you're wrong. And if you don't like me saying that, we're here on the Green Dragon. Fuck off, unsub, and go to hell. Okay? Because Stinger may be running it, but it's still mine. Fuck
yours.
you,
It is yours.
fuck off, and go to hell. I can't say
running
anymore.
the Friday nights. Anybody else that has keys can run any other night.
Yeah, and I'm 100% free speech. If you say shit I don't like, you can keep your keys. If you want to try and run it. I'm fine with that, right? Because I actually believe in the thing that I believe in a piece of paper that is no longer applicable in the United States called the Bill of Rights.
Yeah, good luck with that nowadays. My goodness.
And number one is freedom of speech, right? Number two is freedom of assembly. It's right here, right? Number one has a lot of little parts in it, just to let you know.
Yeah, and all of them were broken over the summer.
Every single fucking one of them. And that's why, and you know what? Why do you think they're going to come after the second so fucking hard after January 20th? Because they know that's the only thing keeping them from a total, almost instantaneous takeover.
Yeah. But they don't realize, though, it's really easy when you get enough people gathered up that you can take over places and people and get the arms that they have. So
you don't need that many people. And it really it won't take much to shut down this country from within if it ends up happening. And the people that understand, that know that, already know it, right? We already know how weak our infrastructure is. You want to shut this fucking joint down? It's pretty goddamn easy.
Truckers revolt and say nope.
That's never going to happen. But
dude, real simple. Cut two bridges on the Mississippi. Take out the one on the 80. Take out the one on the 55. Okay, cross it.
Probably good 40.
Okay, so 80 and 40. Take those two out. You've crippled America. And you know how hard it is to take out those bridges? Not that hard.
Substations on the power grid, and the whole damn country be out for 5 years.
Yep.
Well, Colorado was out here recently just because somebody went out and shot up the fucking power stations.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I'm sorry, it was the natural gas.
That hurt you too.
Our infrastructure is very weak. Then is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, dude. One pickup truck takes out two fucking high tension lines. Half the country's done.
Yeah, we have an RV in Nashville taking out an AT&T building.
Yeah.
I think the fire department took out the servers.
Yeah, they did because they went in there and they made them soak everything down, even though there was no fire. You don't. If you've ever been on the fire department, you don't go.
It's policy. It's policy. You can't risk leaving and there being a little fire in the wall or inside the servers or
right. But you take the pike and search for the fucking spot. You don't fucking soak the fucking millions of dollars of electronics with fucking water hoses.
Yeah.
Oh, you do if there's incriminating evidence on them. You fucking do.
But not if you want to remain a fire department because they'll fucking take all your funding.
They're patting them on the back. They're patting them on the back.
Come on.
Okay,
they told them to go in and do it.
Yeah.
Any other time, that'd be felony fucking charges for fucking going in and spraying down millions and millions of dollars of electronics.
But not on those servers. Absolutely not, because there's information on those servers they really don't want out.
I know that. I'm just saying though, but like any other fire run that I've ever been on, if you fuck up some shit, you're not like, oh, the house is on fire, let's kick in the garage door and fucking soak down the fucking garage. No.
People don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Your mom might be leaving with Stephanie Nathan anyway, so. So always have a full house at my house.
This is a nicer laptop than my other one. I think the camera's a little better too.
Oh, dude, we can hear you. That's awesome. There's no robotting. No, but but sometimes in your truck and even when you're home, a good laptop helps.
That other laptop's cheap. It's a $199 Chromebook. It's best HP, but it's still $199.
Oh, I just now realized that's OMG. Fucking, he's not driving truck tonight. Ain't no voice to text, blah, 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 shit tonight.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I'm glad to finally actually see you and you not being a truck, man.
I'm usually driving or sleeping, so.
Yeah. No, I figured.
Or talking shit to us.
Yeah.
I thought for sure
Y'all
you was some 100-year-old man that never
out on the road.
with electronics before.
He thought you were me. Irish remembers me back in the original Dragon. I'd be trying to run the fucking Dragon with 10 people, and all you'd hear from me is wah, 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 wah.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then I'd get Stinger fucking trying to interpret everything I said, because it was usually good shit. But it would just be a fucked up nightmare.
Yeah. A lot of people talking about snow. Is it snowing everywhere tonight? But here?
Yeah, I sent you a text message. But
okay.
Yeah. Just don't show it on the fucking screen.
I won't, fucker.
With his fucking phone number. Oh, another thing I want to let all you people know you're in a Dragon. I don't know how many's watching it, but start getting all your contacts. Yeah. Get them off your fucking phone. Put them into an old-fashioned address book. Okay,
Remember
and get the
all the numbers that I need to remember. I'll remember in my head.
Yeah, I used to be able to do that. Can't no more. Now it's all written down.
All right. So I wanted to touch on that because everybody's been saying that, right?
We have
also, if you're going to do such a thing, and you think that you may be intercepted by some authority figure, make sure you have a way to dispose of said book so that people don't come looking for other people on your book. So I have a road flare taped to the desk that has automatic striker on it, so that if I need to, that little black book can be road flared immediately. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Mine's small enough to where I can eat it.
Yeah,
and that's
and then you're gonna get charged with disposal of evidence because you have a whole motherfucking.
Yeah,
but they can't. I can't burn this up here. Well, I can burn it.
Not the drugs can do that. You're gonna burn the whole fucking building down. So you might as well just shoot the cops or run away too. So fuck it.
I'll do both, but I'll do all of it. But
he doesn't know us, does he, Mule?
No. But I'm the one person that tells everybody, hey, make sure all your friends are felons, right? Because if you're gonna have a crew, do felonies with your crew first before you trust them. And I mean serious, you go away forever felonies. Right, and that's the only way I can trust certain people, anybody except my kids.
I wouldn't put it past anybody I know turning somebody in to get out of going to jail or something.
All the people in my crew know. Well, we all have an agreement within my crew that everybody will shoot each other if it fucking comes to that kind of shit. We are all fucking felons. We all know that, yes, we're tight as fuck, but you might be a rat still, so I might have to shoot you in the face there, buddy.
I ain't saying shit to no damn fucking body. That's the best way to keep out of trouble, is to not even fucking talk.
Yeah, but then when you get fucked, nobody's coming to help.
They can't hurt me.
They can hurt everybody.
They can't hurt me.
Okay.
They can't.
Okay.
You don't understand.
No, I don't believe you, but I understand what you think you're saying.
Nothing that happens on this earth matters. They can.
I don't know, man. I don't think they won't torture you. They'll torture your kids. They'll torture your old lady. Even with God.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, you're right. It doesn't matter if you know you're going to heaven. What happens to your ass don't matter. But I've seen some of the strongest motherfuckers be weak. Yeah. So I've made them weak. Okay, I've made some of the strongest motherfuckers tell me where their shit was.
Really care for.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I could watch my kid get tortured, but by the time my kid was getting tortured, I'd be dead because they would have to kill me.
No, they don't. Well, you don't understand how this shit works. It's not a fucking movie.
You'd be
you'll be tied to the chair watching.
Yeah, you'll be in your house, and you'll hope
you see this right here? You see this right here?
So good night.
This is on my body 24/7. It's never not on my body. I got this one today. I took the other one that was on my body off and put this one on my body.
Buddy, I
Sleepy
understand.
time.
But let me tell you something. Okay? If they don't want to cash you, they'll just burn you and not even fuck with you.
Look at Waco.
They did that to the cop in L.A. They burned him out. They threw enough flashbangs in there to burn the whole place down.
Yeah, so
one flashbang is flammable. If you throw 4 of them in there, it's gonna burn it right the fuck out. That's an L.A. cop you're talking about. I'm just saying. I'm not like threatening you specifically. OMGLO. What the fuck?
I don't do
I'm just
nothing
saying.
to
I'm
attract
asking
attention
questions,
like
you know what I
that.
mean? It's just
I'm not
crazy
threatening
shit,
anybody.
you know what I mean?
But remember, you brought attention to yourself.
Crazy shit.
You brought attention to yourself joining the dragon.
Yeah, well, all I do is fucking drive a truck and go home and go back and drive a truck again.
Yeah, but that makes you. That gives you the ability to transport information and product across the country.
That's what I was saying. I don't need this and Facebook and Twitter to fucking spread information. I talk to thousands of people a fucking week.
Right. And if they want, and if you become important and they want to shut you down, they will do it. And if it's burning your house down or torturing your kids, they'll get the information.
Fuzzy
right?
Fork in chat trying to pick up girls. He's trying to hook up with Christina Ashley.
Oh, pimp!
Go on, boy, do your game, bro.
Pimp!
Look, all I'll say is talk to a few people who contracted overseas, right? Just dudes right here in the fuck America, right?
Yeah, they
ended
tell
up
you that there's
contracting
mostly
overseas.
mercenaries over there right now. And just wait until, our economy collapses and they say there's a bunch of terrorists here and then all of a sudden a bunch of Chinese mercenaries show up.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck it ain't just the Chinese.
Damn good because I have 20/10 vision and I've never missed a shot in my life.
Hey,
That's
Look
good,
up
but
to-
look what's going on right now. Look at the censorship. Where's your boy
Mule.
Trump right now? Where's
Mule.
your boy,
Yeah, what's up,
Biden?
Sting?
Look at all this shit. I'm just saying, look at all this shit that's going on right now. Right now. A bunch of people walked into a fucking Capitol building, and look what happened. They're calling them all terrorists. Meanwhile, like you said, everyone wants change. It's bullshit. They should have legally been able to do that. That's public property. They got let in the building by most of the cops. There was skirmishes here and there, fighting for dumb bullshit, but it's not even really skirmishes, just fighting. Not even really fighting. They got let in the building. And then now everyone's called terrorists for it.
Right.
I don't know.
What's up, Mario? How you doing today?
Yeah, Mario Mosen says, puff, puff, give him, mule.
Yeah, you hear the coughing, right? So I got a little bit of cold, and I'm hitting the dab pen, so it's fucking a little harsh.
Cheers.
But
Believe me when I say this right here, this pistol ain't gonna protect me from no feds, no alphabet boys. At best, this protects me from your everyday thug. At best,
All right,
this
let me-
is for me to get to my actual rifle.
They would
Let me-
be wearing a fucking bulletproof face shield when they
Let
come
me
around-
let me
come
clarify
after my
this
butt.
for everybody out there that thinks they're gonna be big fucking dick daddies swinging their big fucking balls. If they come in force, if it's more than one or two,
They're going to have to kill me because I'm
there's
going
no
to shoot
amount
a
of big
couple of them in
dick
their head.
daddiness that you will do. You go out, you may go out, and I will commend you on that. But you best be ready to go to fuck out because if they come in force,
Oh,
there's
they're gonna
nothing
take
you can
me
do.
They're going to take
There's
me out.
nothing you can do.
They're gonna
I am a
take me out for
very
sure.
well-trained person, and I know fucking many other motherfuckers that are.
mhm.
If
I'm
they
not
get to
afraid to
jump
die.
on you, if you don't fucking take a few of them with you, you're going out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And
okay?
that's the thing I want to do is I want to make sure I don't go out by myself. You know what I mean?
Well,
I need to train for that.
And let me help you all out, okay? Half the training people are doing is wrong because most of these motherfuckers are going to be geared up, so they're going to be armored up, right, from their head to their fucking belly. So aim for everything under the belly.
Oh.
I would implore you.
I'm a very good shot.
I don't give a fuck about that. I'm a very good shot too, but I
Yeah,
would
me
implore
too.
you. I would implore you, if you think that something like that's going to happen, you might want to go look up guerrilla warfare and figure out what you're going to do beforehand. Because if you look at what they do,
I'm not thinking about that because they don't have a reason to come and bust in my door. I don't do anything.
They don't need a reason, man.
You're
Come
on the
on.
internet.
They're just going to do it.
They don't need a reason.
How many of the Jews actually did what they supposedly were accused of? And fucking, do you think there's any difference?
That in the future.
You can hope all you want. They're calling for it on Capitol Hill in the fucking Congress. They're calling for putting all 71 million people who voted for Trump. If you're an adult, you're going to a concentration camp, and your children are going to re-education camps. They have already said they wanted to do it. Now, is it a lot of them saying it? No. But it's already being said in the Congress of the United States. Who's going to deal with them? Who's going to deal with them?
We're in the era now where everybody believes that smoke show. So we are the minority now. Like, the people that believe in freedom and Constitution don't believe in that. They believe in their fucking check that's coming. And we're going to vote and do whatever the fuck that check tells us to do.
No, they believe what CNN, NBC tells them to do. They don't even know. They believe the money's coming, but it ain't fucking showing up. Right? But they still buy all the propaganda bullshit. Right? We watched them do that shit in Washington, D.C. over the summer, right? Supposedly, remember, Trump had to go into a fucking bunker because they were trying to storm the White House, right?
Yeah.
Seriously. All serious, right?
Those are just concerned citizens.
Right. Right. Exactly. But now there's 30,000 troops in D.C. and every federal building has the wall that they were supposed to put down on the southern border are now surrounding those fucking buildings. And they got that shit done in days.
Yeah, see...
Right? So if you have any fucking idea that you are still I'm a citizen, I have rights, you ain't got shit. You're a fucking, you're a fucking peasant, and you got nothing.
I don't believe it.
All of this is a smoke show now.
Yeah.
That's why I prefaced that earlier.
Name me one constitutional right that hasn't been broken 1,000,000 times whenever they want to break it.
If they come and you don't have a team that's willing to back you up at a moment's notice. Now, mind you, if they know you're going to be a threat, they will jam.
That's going to back me up at a moment's notice. They're always there.
They will jam. But listen, you don't know. They will jam every form of communication within a 10-mile fucking radius.
Yep.
So you have to have.
Where are the feds that swore an oath to the Constitution?
They can't jam this communication, buddy. They can't jam it.
I guarantee you I can jam most things.
They can hack the whole Wi-Fi. They can hack the whole internet. They can hack the power.
Are you going to pass notes? I'm just telling you.
I don't need the internet.
No. I'm not talking internet. I
don't need electricity and a phone line.
I can actively jam any fucking radio frequency, and we developed this technology.
Radio frequency.
You got microwavers.
The only thing you ain't jamming is a runner, okay? And then they'll just shoot the fucking kid.
Yeah, but why did I got God. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right, but he's not going to send help.
Yeah.
You're not going to call your 10 homeboys and be like, "Hey, OMG's getting fucking door kicked in. Come on in and get him from behind." Now, I get what you're saying. No, listen, brother. I understand. I believe the same way. I believe God's going to take me whenever the fuck He wants to take me. Right?
Yep.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying if you want to put up a resistance, say like they're coming to your house, like a cop's coming through a mule's cul-de-sac, right? They can jam all those frequencies from any kind of device, and the reason why that is,
so your phone connects to their box. And you'll just think that you're browsing Facebook, but really you're connected to their shit and they're fucking downloading your phone.
Well,
without a warrant.
There's all kinds of fancy stuff, but what I'm saying is like you need to have a plan.
So they carry it in their van. It emulates a tower.
Well, yeah, there's all kinds of I'm just saying, as far as you need to have another way to get to your group if you want to have. If they're coming to kick in your door, you know what I'm saying?
There's different
because
look, and I'll tell you, if they're coming, I'm going to give you an example here. So, my kid, I have an escape plan for the grandchildren and the younger kids. My son isn't here anymore, so my in-house backup is a little light. I already know if they're coming for me first out of the people that I deal with.
Yep.
And my kids will let them know, and they'll bury me, right? Because that's all that's going to happen. I'm going to get to die first. And I'm good with that, right? I'm already ready to meet Peter and go stand before the judgment seat.
Yep.
So I ain't worried about it, right? But like, just to reiterate on what Beth's saying, on what Irish is saying, man, if you ain't got backup and everybody knows it, and they know that one of them's going down, but once that goes down, everybody else gets activated, right? Because somebody's going to have to take the hit, because they ain't going to announce they're coming for you.
Yeah.
And you have to plan for these things. And, for years, Vet was talking about it, HD was talking about it. There used to be a shit ton of channels that are ghosts now, that we used to all have conversations about what to do about these things. At Saints and Sinners, I've implemented my plans. I know plenty of dudes who have. I know a few little groups that, while we are not friends, we all know we live in the same town, and we all know we have our own little, let's call it squads, right? So we all have our own little squads that we trust everybody within the squad implicably, but everybody else, well, we'll see what happens when shit goes down.
You can trust maybe 10%, if that.
Look, there's all kinds of things I could tell you about, and I'm not going to discuss them because I'm not going to give away any of my
Right.
early warning detection stuff. But
yeah, I'm not giving away any of mine either. Trust me on that.
There's ways to delay everything from entry.
Yep.
You want to make them pay for every fucking step that they take.
Yep.
Now some of that stuff is not, you can't do it right now because we're still in a normal standing. But if shit goes hot,
are those the titty things that the titty?
I'm not confirming nor denying. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm talking about titties, bro.
If shit goes pop in the night, though, I mean,
get your titties.
But anyways, all I'm saying is, like, there's so much technology out there, you have to really resort. And I heard this 4 or 5 years ago. What is old is new, and what is new is old.
Look to Vietnam.
So, if you go back and study anything, okay, so the Sinaloa cartel, everybody knows about drugs, right? The Sinaloa cartel put down the fucking Federale and the fucking Mexican Marines. And how did they do that? Because even though there's 3 different factions of the Sinaloa cartel, whenever they were attacking Pablo Escobar's son to arrest him, all those cartels combined on and converged on the city. Even though they fucking hated each other's guts, they're vying for each other's fucking dope, to control the game. They fucking all ascended on the city and put the fucking government down. They surrounded.
Think about this for a second. Irish. That's exactly what happened on the 6th when Antifa and the conservatives got together and said the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's why I am not
to fight next to Antifa.
Yeah.
The local Antifa in the city near where I live came out and joined a 2A rally and so did the BLM chapter too. Because they said everybody's like to bear arms.
Divided we fall.
Exactly, and that's why people do not understand how united we are.
It's the Satanists and the Chinese and the tyrants that are our enemy, and the cops that enforce their fucking bullshit tyranny.
I travel around the country,
fake pandemic
and
bullshit.
I've never had any action with nobody that was not with anything but I've never had any like bad interactions with people riding around the country for all these years. Everybody's no matter what their background is, where they're from. I've never had an argument with nobody. They always. I've never had anybody that seemed like they didn't like me because of the way I looked or nothing. Everybody's
because because it's not really happening. That is the government telling people that shit that's happening.
I know. I can see
I have subscribers all over the fucking world. Like Stan is a great fucking dude, and I talk to him, and he's from Canada. I got fucking Russian people. I got German fucking people, Irish people,
from
every
Sweden.
fucking body. And we all are the normal people like us. All have the same idea, It's the government that fucking want to control you and tell you that, the narrative is white people don't like black people and fuck.
Bullshit.
It's fucking stupid. And some people buy into
black
it.
guy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, the funny thing is,
black guy, and he's a Democrat.
well, the funny thing is like,
grandparent is black, bro.
That's two strikes, motherfucker.
well, let me tell you something right here. If I could show you a picture of what my little crew looks like, it looks like a Democrat, the Rainbow Coalition.
Yeah.
Out of this, there's only 2 white guys. One's a ginger, so I kind of don't count him as a white guy.
Right, no, he's not white.
Yeah.
He's a fucking leprechaun.
So,
Get the fuck out of here with your pot of gold, motherfucker.
So understand, they don't get it. They just don't. They figure divide and conquer, and race is the only way they can do it.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not that way.
No, it's not. Okay? Let me tell you something. My gay son and all his gay friends and transgender friends and blah, 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 over the summer, I've taken them out to the range. And half of them want to join my crew, but I don't trust a single fucking one of them, so they ain't getting shit. But those kids, right, these people who have all this confusion, right, they're not sure what sex they are, but they're, you know what? They do know they want to be free to not know what sex they are.
Right.
Maybe they're getting poisoned and confused. I don't know.
I don't know either, but you know what?
Or maybe they are gay or whatever.
I just don't care. Right? I don't care.
Well, I never
Yeah,
shame.
exactly.
I
You
never
gotta be
think
respectful.
shame, and I think a lot of that might just be kinks, but that's just my opinion on it. Everybody is free to do whatever the fuck they want, bro.
I just don't care. And believe me, after dealing with women for 55 years, I wish fucking dick was delicious. Because there's plenty of times women drove me so fucking crazy, I wished I could go that way. It had to be simpler.
Right.
I mean, I was born a lesbian, so I don't know.
No, if you ever deal with women, and you fucking know. And I deal with majority women, and that's why I went gray by 40. Anyway.
Depending on the women you deal with, yeah, they can drive that.
Well, I like strong women. The only problem with that is strong women who like strong men tend to clash a lot, and that can be frustrating.
Says it right to Irish's face.
Yeah.
Sorry, Irish.
What, did I miss something there?
No, I got a little wasted on some moonshine pickles, so I'm a little happy right now. So I'm just entertaining myself right now. So.
Oh, awesome. Moonshine pickles.
Moonshine pickles. I didn't know it was a thing until I went to Sam's Club, and I was like, I'll try that.
Neither do I, but now I got to go buy some for my wife.
Yeah. Sam's Club. Sam's Club.
No, I won't buy from Sam's Club.
Well, that's where I got it. I don't know if they have them anywhere else. But
I don't shop at Walmart anymore. I just fucking won't do it.
Old Smoky's Tennessee Moonshine pickles.
Oh, yeah, they'll have that.
Walmart Bayou Mule?
Shit, I'm fucking surrounded by the goddamn things.
They're right there everywhere. Who isn't?
I will never shop at Walmart again, but I will shop. I'll shop at Sam's Club, so I don't have to shop at Walmart.
It's the same.
Yeah, but Sam's Club is Walmart.
I know. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah,
I'm in either one of them.
I haven't had that much alcohol.
I go.
Well, the nice thing is
Target and Kroger, Aldi,
yeah, they're all
and
bullshit.
Lidl.
I live rural enough to where we have a lot of rural farm stores. So, and we have a grocery store that is locally owned. So
we got a gas station, and all the shit in there is shit that the owner bought it from Save a Lot.
Yeah, no, that's the shit that poisons you. No. No. The nice thing about our local grocery store is they get their meat fresh local.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of shopping there. And then we go, we do Farm and Fleet, we do Rural King, we do Stock and Field, for anything else, because
you can buy like the really thick cut smoked bacon.
Oh yeah,
from the store street.
Yeah, ours too. That grocery store I'm talking, Handy Foods.
You can buy 50 pounds of it for $50 or some shit.
Nice. Shit.
$1 a pound for that shit.
I just bought a new we just got a new freezer. because the last one took a shit. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fill that motherfucker up. Might have to go find some of that. I love
So
bacon.
before all this stuff went down, we had gotten a deep freezer and we had filled the fucker up with meat. And now I have the bariatric surgery. I have enough meat to last me probably at least 2-3 years, easy. But
As long as the power don't go out.
As long as if the power goes out, I have a contingency plan because we can our meat as well. I have a pressure canner, and we just canned actually a couple batches of beef stew just recently because of all the extra meat that we had.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing I worry about every winter in this crazy old world is if they shut shit down. If shit gets shut down now, say February in the middle of America dies.
Yep.
Okay, it's just that simple. If say the power grid went out or the fucking supply chain goes out in the middle of America in the winter, man, the death toll is going to be insane out here.
The only way supply chains when we go out is if trucks it's impossible to drive a truck or something because truckers are never going to stop delivering.
Yeah, but if you got no shit to supply, you can't deliver anything.
If you can't fuel the truck, you can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you can't. I mean, look what happened in the middle of the pandemic, like when they were shutting everything down and fucking truckers couldn't even get a meal on the road.
You should know you have a computer right next to you for everything that's in the back of your truck, dude.
If an EMP hit the entire United States,
if your internet gets turned off, guess what? If your internet gets turned off, you won't be able to really deliver shit normally. You'll have to wake a whole bunch of
people. You would have to go back old school. That's all.
But a whole bunch of people though cut their internet off and see what happens.
You wouldn't have to. They wouldn't be worrying about no laws. They wouldn't be worrying about no laws.
They'd be riding in the street. I can't get on Facebook or.
I just go right back to my library that I've been building for fucking 30 years.
Yeah, I don't need this. I don't need this to survive. I was born before all this stuff, and most of my life was. This is like.
Yeah. You can survive. You know how. I know how. I grew up without it too. Most of the people in here did. But boy, I tell you what, your kids,
No, by the time my son was 3 years old,
my daughter
he knew how to work this better than I do.
I would spank my daughter, and then she got her phone, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take your phone away." She's like, "Please, Daddy, please give me a spanking instead." Oh, okay. I know what punishment you're never going to get again. I am never spanking your ass because I will just take away your technology, and we called it, you're going Amish. Okay? And it works like a charm. So, yeah, riding in the street, take away...
He still fucks up.
Take away their electronics, and you'll see this country will riot.
My 8-year-old thinks he's the authority.
Well, what happens when they don't have to take away your electronics, but they take away everything you're able to use on the fucking thing?
Right.
Which is what they're doing to conservatives now, and I'm not seeing them riding in the streets.
Yeah.
Right? They're turning everybody into a fucking Alex Jones.
No. Because conservatives like to turn the other cheek, Mule. We have to be the big...
No, because they're full of shit, and they don't really have a fucking backbone, and they won't stand up for a motherfucking thing.
Well,
look at the fucking...
think the same way they do, then your thoughts... hurt their feelings, and that in turn is physically harming them, so they think they're justified in making you shut up.
Well, just look at what's happening with this new Trump impeachment bullshit, right? Every Trump hating goddamn Republican has come out and gone, yeah, I'm down with this. This clown never should have been here. He invaded this elite space. He a man of the people took over this elite government, that only the elites, only the cream of the crop should be up here. Those peasants need to stay down there. How did a peasant get in? And they're going to fucking impeach him again. And this time I'm pretty sure the fucking Senate will do it. Because McConnell's already going, yeah, I never liked the guy.
Biden is the one that should be investigated.
Biden's the one that should be worried.
His word, and Trump
and Kamala Harris is going to be the president, and that great fucking.
They're already talking impeachment on him, and he's not even fucking sworn in yet. So the Congress,
anyway.
I mean,
Kami Harris is the one we got to worry about. It ain't Biden. They're going to take. The reason why they keep trying to get Pence to do the fucking 25th Amendment on Trump is so 2 days and they haven't, but they want it, right? Why? Because they want precedent. Because they want to do it on Biden on January 22nd.
I just can't believe that anybody that watched anything about these fucking tards saying, oh yeah, those people just need to keep burning this shit. Biden said it. Kamala said it. I mean, they're all fucking talking that the protesters are just, they're just expressing themselves. Jumping them on and tell you this guy banging some shit down.
There will be unrest in the streets until there's no unrest in our lives.
Fucking to that. I fully support anybody who said that.
That was OMG, by the way.
No, I know.
I was repeating what one of them Democrat Congress ladies was saying back during the riots.
Yep.
And now they're saying that this insurrection.
Well, it's funny how the second that people that are, even with BLM and Antifa all together with the conservatives, if they start attacking shit, all of a sudden, all these defund the police people love cops. All these, we hate the military because they kill the brown people overseas. All of a sudden, love the military, except for the ones that were actually there trying to
defund the police until they controlled them. Now the police are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that the Democrats are in control, the police are good because they need them to fucking enforce their laws.
Yep. And they're worried because of how many ex-service. I mean, that was that video I showed you earlier that you played on your thing, Sting. He was saying it right on it.
I don't believe people are that stupid for them to do this shit and then people can't see it.
They told him it right on fucking CBS, dude. They said it straight to the world's face right on CBS.
People don't pay attention to what I mean. They're willfully ignorant. I
My
say
mom,
that all the time.
People are being brainwashed and poisoned. That's why they're like that.
it.
People don't even know what the fuck is going
They
on.
don't
They've
want
been in
to
their
know.
house.
She said,
bro.
my
They don't
mom told me
want
before the election, I said, Mom, who are you going to vote for? She said, Biden. I said, why not Trump? I didn't like what he did with the protesters in there when he wanted to go get a photo op at the church. I was like, that's not what happened. They were burning the bitch the fuck down. And the Capitol Police cleared them out and put the fire out.
Yeah, but now talk to your mom about what happened on fucking the 6th. Then ask her how she feels about that.
Like insurrection and fucking crazy.
Yeah. So Trump stopping it was a bad thing. That's why she couldn't vote for Trump. But now it happening again. Well, them stepping on the protesters now because supposedly they're Trump protesters. That's okay. Your mom's gonna turn you in, bro. I hate to tell you.
The thing about the mainstream media.
His mom's gonna turn him in. My baby's doing some bad shit. He got a pistol. I think he hurt somebody.
He got that camera 9. He got
on him all the time.
He'll take you all out.
She doesn't know that I got this one.
Yeah, but look, dude. Okay, I watched some kid turn their mom in for fucking being at the Capitol. Okay, turn their fucking mom in, right? So your mom's probably going to be the one turning you in.
That kid would never walk again because as soon as I got out, that motherfucker get grabbed by the hair of the head and his ass be beat till he bled.
Well, it was a daughter turning into mom, but yeah, she just now she's not going to live with her mom anymore, right? Because her mom's going to be in prison, so she ain't fucking worried about it.
Oh, we got Biker Bob. We got Biker Bob coming in.
And I'm just going to tell you, dude. Look, if you have people who are close to you who bought all that bullshit, they're the ones going to turn you fucking in. If you don't believe me, just look at the history of East Germany and the Stasi.
My favorite Canadian.
Okay? The biggest people, they didn't need undercover shit in East Germany. Why? Because they had everybody ratting on each other, including within families.
Yeah. You have the Jews doing the same thing in the Germany.
Yeah, and that's happening now, right?
Yeah, it really is. And that's what I was bringing up, Bob. How you doing, Bob? Hey, I'm glad to see you got your redneck on.
Oh yeah, you bet.
And I got to tell you, dude. First of all, you were kind of wrong, okay? But you were kind of right. Redneck didn't just come from the coal miners, okay? It also came from the field workers because when white men were picking cotton, their necks turned red. And there were more white people picking fucking cotton in the South than there were black people in the South.
Yeah. No, I've heard that.
But nobody wants to fucking talk about that part of American history on how poor white Irish trash was the equivalent of a black person in the South in the whole time that they talk about.
Oh, that's gone all through history. You know, in Canada, black people had white slaves, right? They were called indentured servants, but they were slaves.
Yeah.
I mean, that was common. And what, black men actually owned black slaves in the South.
The first American slave owner was African American.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, this whole, like, all the slavery stuff, all this racism stuff, it's all the elite trying to screw with us, right? Because they're trying to divide us.
Every race is
and now that we've become so integrated, color doesn't really matter to the average person. We're like, no, I don't care about your color.
Yeah.
Are you a good person or a bad person? If you're a good person, then I'm your bud. If you're a bad person, well, I'm your worst enemy. Or at least I'm indifferent to you. I'm just not going to have anything to do with you. It is really ridiculous how the media and everyone else has tried, or the elites have tried to make us fight each other.
Everybody say goodnight to Christina Ashley.
Good night, Christina Ashley.
Thank you for showing up.
Good night, Christina.
Hopefully you didn't get hit on too much by Fuzzy Fork that you're driven away forever. Please come back next Friday.
Fuzzy Fork's trying to get
why are there so many like lonely men?
Oh, you know how hard it is to meet a liberty-minded woman nowadays, bro?
Women went fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Well, I'm a lucky man, because I got a keeper. Sorry, you were saying, Bob?
Oh, I was just saying women are nuts. Everybody knows that.
Well, I had that conversation with somebody on the Morning Muster about no religion, no people, no group, no country has clean hands when it comes to slavery. Everybody's got dirty hands in some way or another. And he's like, nope, not my group, not this group. And I'm like, okay, hold on, let me Google search. 5 seconds later, oh, no, you did, and there was a whole bunch of evidence right here.
I'm pretty sure none of us have been involved with slavery.
Yeah.
Who?
We've probably been involved.
Well, none of us. In this generation, no.
No, I'm not talking about you personally. I'm talking about your race, your creed.
I mean, if you've hired a prostitute, there's a good chance you might have been involved in white slavery or slavery period.
Angels even?
I don't know. I had a couple,
It depends.
I had a couple of female bartenders, so.
Is she an entrepreneur or is she run by a pimp? Because if
Well,
you got one that was controlled by a pimp, then that's slavery. But if she's just an entrepreneur, then, it's all fair game.
Right.
Exactly. But I mean, if you're the kind of person that uses a prostitute, most people don't check to see where the money's going to, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to know what anyone else's is. I just would never do that. It's just, I'd rather spend twice as much buying them drinks.
And then half your salary for the divorce 5 years later.
That's still
exactly.
If only it was half the salary, buddy.
Dude, $100.
Either way, you're still paying for it.
Yeah, $100 for one night. I think it's worth.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
We all know you pay for it either way, right? So which way's easier?
Well,
cash on the barrelhead, or cash all the way to the grave?
Well, and the thing is with hookers, at least they have to perform, right? When you get a wife, it's like, whoa, you know how many times I got a headache?
No, you pay the hooker to leave.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're not paying her for her service. You're paying her to get the fuck out, so you're gonna deal
Yeah,
with her.
and unfortunately, when you pay your wife to leave, it usually costs every penny you've got.
Yeah.
For the rest of your fucking life.
Hence why Bob's in the trailer.
Yeah. I went from being kind of upper middle class to being trailer trash real quick.
Oh boy, yeah, I don't doubt that one bit.
But of course, I was trailer trash when I came up, right? So,
Yeah. Well, that's why it doesn't hurt us to fall so far. Some of us because we started so low.
Oh yeah, I know. It's like for me, it's like, oh wow, this is great. This trailer's got heat.
Yeah, exactly. You know, shit.
And plumbing. I mean, indoor plumbing. That was like, wow, man.
Yeah, I don't have to go out the back door to take a piss in the morning.
I mean, we still have outhouses here, so I mean, we have indoor plumbing too, but most places there's still an outhouse somewhere on property.
But yeah, an outhouse at minus 35 in the winter is different than anywhere else.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
listen,
well, that's not a place you want to sit. Right?
As
Standing
you drive
spot.
down the road, there's usually that big green. Or
Yeah,
pink
that's where you kind of
roller.
learn to hover.
When your pee freezes before it hits the ground, nuh-uh.
And as you drive down the road, you'll usually find the green or pink foam board. Get that, cut a hole in it, same size as the toilet seat, and you don't have to worry about freezing anything off at that point, man. Come on now.
Still don't want to sit on it. It's freaking icy cold.
It's free. It's free. Pick it up off the side of the road or at a construction site, and you got a nice little ass warmer. It's like a heated toilet seat.
Yeah, just don't get the ones with fiberglass. Because that'll fucking...
the board, the foam board.
Yeah.
You know?
That's going to be good. It's fluffy.
Keyword, foam board.
Yeah.
Do not sit on R13 EcoTouch pink insulation or you will itch forever.
Dude, my first go-kart I had a fiberglass seat and it had a cover, but I lost that. So, am I not going to ride my go-kart? Fuck no, I'm going to ride that motherfucker. It's itching the whole damn way.
Yeah, because even regular, if the fiberglass doesn't have resin over the top of it sealing it in,
Yeah, it didn't.
that shit breaks off.
Yeah, it didn't.
And if the resin deteriorates, that shit breaks off. And it itches just as bad as that pink bullshit.
Jupiter 5 is in the chat, says, in anarchy situation, the cops will be at home defending their homestead and family, not fighting anyone outside that purpose.
But that's anarchy. What happens if it's not anarchy? What happens if it's the government going against the people?
Why would you go out and risk your life when you know your fucking family's at home could be taken over? It's I mean, this is the same way with the National Guard. I mean, are you going to stay there? This goes back to the Sinaloa cartel, guys.
Yeah.
Go do the search. Go do the history search on it.
Yeah.
So the Sinaloa cartel was getting attacked by the Federale and the Mexican Marines. So what did the fucking cartel do? The Sicario went and fucking surrounded the base housing and was threatening to kill the families of the police and the Mexican Marines.
Damn.
So what did the government do? They stood down because they didn't want to have a fucking massacre of all the fucking officers' families murdered.
Well,
So they go look this up. It's not a fucking. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's no joke. And, while you're at it, go look and see how the Irish got half their island back.
You
Okay?
gotta be prepared to do some evil fucking shit.
It sure is fun. And I'll tell you, it wasn't stand-up fights. There was not a stand-up fight among them that they won. But they went to people's houses, and they shot the motherfuckers in their front doors, or they shot them and threatened their kids.
And don't think the revolution
Gotta
didn't
be
do
a
the
gorilla.
same damn thing back then.
Yeah.
When everybody else was lining up in nice, neat little rows to shoot their muskets, we were running in and out of trees and doing it guerrilla style.
Yep.
Oh, they didn't like that. They thought that wasn't very honorable. Well,
Well,
guess what? War is not fucking honorable.
They didn't like when our the riflemen would well, I shouldn't say our, but the riflemen would target the officers.
Officers, yeah.
They thought that was and that's just not from the movie. I've actually I did history in uni and Yeah, it's basically that was the British were shocked at that. I mean, that really was against all the
dare
rules.
you kill anybody of importance?
Yeah, but that's all. Don't worry about it. Kill every fucking officer you see. Don't worry about it. Nobody cares. Even the fucking people standing next to him, they're going, "Oh, good, I didn't like that guy."
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
but here's the thing, right? Here's the worst thing about all this. You know, the only winner out of any of this is the Chinese, and they're already preparing for America to end up in chaos within the next year. They're taking giant steps to prepare for this.
Oh no, dude! If I was America, I'd be really worried about what Canada's doing.
I agree.
Because that stupid idiot we got
That
in
scares
government,
me, man.
he's helping to train the Chinese right now.
Well, that's how the Chinese are coming through. That's how the Chinese will get in.
Chinese kidnapped two Canadians, right? And the military says we don't think we should be training them anymore. And the government's trying to push the military to accept the training, even though the U.S.
We're just
that's because you're fucking
them guys.
your prime minister is a goddamn communist, and you fucking knew it when he was elected. Trudeau's daddy is fucking Fidel Castro.
Once again, did your election actually matter, or did you use the same machines we did?
His father, I knew his father was a goddamn communist. I haven't voted.
His father let his wife fuck Fidel and raise the kid as his own.
Yeah, I know all this shit, right? I'm just maybe one out of every 100 Canadians that knows that, right? It's really sad. Our news media is controlled by a government. It's basically a state propaganda, right?
Well, see, we're a little bit different. Our government's controlled by our media.
We're trying to sneak to Canada.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Our media is controlled by our government because they hand out the paychecks.
Right, and our government's controlled by our media because they put their fucking asses on TV.
Yeah. Well, I mean, neither system seems to be working right now.
No system's working right now because, first of all,
there's only one system, and that is the globalist elites that are running every fucking thing, and they want one world government. They want everybody under one ruler and one
blah blah blah
blah blah blah blah. Exactly.
No, I was just trying to figure out why the one microphone works and the other one does too. I don't know, man. Sorry.
So your test is
I'm
not
telling you, I mean,
test.
it's going to take a concerted effort of people who haven't been, I don't know, brainwashed. Why is it that some people can see this so clearly that we're being manipulated?
The people that think that we're crazy, they see it too, but they don't believe it, and they think that we're crazy for believing it.
No, there you go, right there.
Tell somebody enough times, they're going to believe it.
They know it's false. They know it's fake.
There's people out there.
They know it's wrong. But if they actually address it, then they would actually have to admit that they need to do something about it. They don't want to do anything about it, so they pretend it's not there. They pretend that nothing's happening, and they say that if you do think that that's going on, then you're the conspiracy theorist. So they won't even listen to your argument, because to listen to it would validate that they were wrong all this time, that they should stand up and do something, and they won't, and they don't want to, and they're scared to. So they stay willfully ignorant, and I was willfully ignorant about 9/11 for a very long time until I finally said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to look into it for myself and stop burying my head in the sand. And, yeah, there you go.
I think at least half the country, though, can see what's going. Like people aren't so half the country might be so dumb to believe this just crap. But half the dumb, like when they're saying that these people that went in the Capitol building were insurrectionists, and then they were calling the rioters last summer, peaceful protests. people
burning down
to freaking they can see through that stuff.
Can they? OMG. Did your mom? I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick, okay? You're the one that brought your mom into this and explained how she looked at it.
She's an old lady, and she just watches the news, and she believes and repeats what she hears them say. That's
And that's the majority of America.
I really hope not.
You can hope all you want, dude, but that is the majority of America.
It's a majority.
The more people believe it.
Yeah. I mean, look.
America. It's a majority of everywhere.
But right now I can only speak on America, right? But look at this. Look at the exact situation. Look at the exact situation you're talking about. They try and take over the fucking White House. They try and burn it down. Trump puts a stop to it. He's called Hitler.
Yeah.
The same exact situation happened just a week ago, right? It gets stopped, not by Trump technically, but he's still fucking Hitler. He's still a dictator, right? But now the cops are good because they listen to the right people, I guess. Look, most people don't give a shit. And if it doesn't affect them in their daily lives, they really don't care.
It almost goes along with George Orwell's 1984. It's double think.
Yeah, it's a mix of a few of those. 1984, A Stranger in a Strange Land, A Brave New World. You mix those three books together, and you got We're Living It.
Yeah.
451 with the books.
Yeah, but now instead of it actually being books, it's digital information being disappeared and wiped off the internet. Or changed.
Going on, and it's been going on for years.
Yeah, I know.
They're trying to change the minds of America.
Yeah, but we've been screaming about this for years, and
nothing's changed. That's why I shut down the Dragon the first time, because I got tired of saying all this shit we've been saying all night.
Well, we ran out of topics to talk about, and so we all just argued. Really?
What topics have any of the topics changed? We had a 4-year respite where the second he got in office, most of the conservatives turned on him and have been fighting him as hard as the fucking Democrats did the whole time.
Well,
that's because
of the swamp.
Well, the Democrats and the Republicans is two cheeks of the same ass.
Yep.
And here was a guy who was neither. Right? He was a populist. He saw America. He thought he could change it for the better. Okay? And he's a fucking crook. He's a fucking crook. And Trump is a crook. 100%.
Well, he's a businessman.
There's a ton of shit that I could not believe.
New York, enough said, fucking crook.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only is he a businessman, he deals in real estate.
He was a businessman who did what for our national debt? Oh, that's right, almost fucking doubled it.
Yeah. So but they didn't go after him for any of that shit. They went after him because he's not part of their tribe.
Yeah.
He also, for everything else he did, he tried to get troops out. He did great things for the economy, regardless. He brought business back to the country. He's a big fucking jerk, but he was a jerk who at least tried to make it better for America. The other ones are just like,
how to put America first.
Good.
That's not their agenda. Their agenda is not America first. America first to them is racist.
Yeah.
America, they are the world first. We got to be thinking about all them
gender studies in Pakistan.
We got to send $100 million to Pakistan for gender studies. But
do you think that money's going to get spent on gender studies?
But nobody does. Nobody does. But the fact is that
AK-47s and PKMs.
But the fact is, if they really wanted to help America, that amount of money would have went to small business loans, right? To try and keep people afloat.
They gave more money to Pakistan for fucking gender studies than they gave to American citizens.
They gave in that package. They gave
$1,800 to illegal immigrants, people that ain't even a fucking citizen. They don't even pay taxes.
No, they do not. I don't even pay taxes.
They've got more than a fucking citizen. They do not give a fucking shit about us.
On YouTube instead of on D-Live? Wow.
Yeah, well,
I thought we were on both.
Nobody in Washington, not even Donald Trump, gives a shit about any one of us or anybody else in this country.
well, Trump's more likely to than any other politician that's been in office.
He was America
At
first.
least he's a fucking.
That's why they didn't like him, because they are anti-American first.
I think it's more because he's against China, and China is the one.
Because he's America first, not China first.
That's right.
Well, China pays their bills, right? I mean, look, Joe Biden's brother made millions. His kid made millions. You kidding? They didn't make millions off of fucking Americans other than screwing them.
Biden is bought and paid for.
Yeah.
He's a puppet of the CCP.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh got fucking
I think
string
pretty
on
much
his
everybody's
head.
bought and paid for, to be honest. But Riddle Girl was
No, man.
referencing Jupiter 5 being on YouTube and not on D Live. We are.
That's what they're
on
probably going to
D-Live.
use to get rid of him and put up Kamala Harris in office. And she is, and was known as the most socialist, leftist congresswoman that's ever been there.
And yet the most oppressive as far as her political the way she
she put thousands of people in
people
jail for
in jail
marijuana
for
charges
smoking
when she was
weed.
the fucking DA.
And then
And then
kept
sit
him
there on
there.
the radio and brag about fucking smoking pot.
Yeah, and then but she kept them there to use as firefighters because it made money for the state. I mean, the woman's really awful.
Yeah,
That's a very nice way of saying that. They're
Yeah. Well, I just can't. I'm Canadian. I can't get really rude.
Canadians are very nice. Shut up.
I know. Yeah. Unless we're playing hockey, and then walk up to the elbows.
I went to a fight and a hockey game broke up.
Yeah. And it's not easy to fight on skates, right? You got to, because every time you go to punch, you got to dig your tip, like the edge of your blade in.
The toe pick.
Well, no, that's only on figure skates. But I've done that too because if you skate a lot, you have to try that just to show off the figure skaters that you can do that too, and it's easy, and they can't like stick handle. So anyway, so it's a Canadian thing, right?
Right.
Hockey's not big in my area at all. We don't even
Well, I couldn't believe I was in Phoenix, and like I had people going, "Oh, you're from Canada. You want to come watch a hockey game?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I don't really like hockey. I used to play it, but
there's hockey in a lot of the big cities, even out west. We don't got no sports teams where I live in the state.
Riddle Girl just got me Fireball.
Really?
Yes.
No sports teams in your state. Where do you live? Iowa?
Virginia. We don't have any professional sports team. Like the Redskins or the Washington football players, or what they're called now. I mean, they're the only ones that's close. Really.
Virginia. I never thought of that. Well, is it a tiny little state?
No, we're one of like the major states on the East Coast.
So it's still a tiny state, even though it's major on the east.
We got like the most military and
Yeah, but I mean this land area.
Corner and Northern Virginia is right there, like the area like the Pentagon's in Virginia.
Yeah, but if you're just a tiny little state, they made just somewhere.
We're not a tiny
away.
state though. Virginia's a pretty decent sized state.
I'm just bugging you. I come from Saskatchewan.
Y'all are huge.
I think a tiny bit smaller
Y'all are huge
than
over there. Y'all got like freaking whole spots of land.
Yeah, and about 5 million people in an area that's
Unless
just
you're
a tiny bit smaller than Texas.
Nova Scotia's tiny.
No, Nova Scotia, is tiny. That's a tiny little rock.
Nova Scotia's where that original cannabis oil came out of.
Really?
Yeah, the black tar stuff that was supposed to be curing cancer.
Oh, yeah.
The name of it. A guy in Nova Scotia came up with it. Some kind of hash oil.
Oh, I suppose, because they probably had a lot of imports coming through there.
Well, he grew it there in Nova Scotia.
That'd
in
be
the summertime. I heard that Canada's got really good for growing up there for growing pot.
well. If you go to the West Coast, I mean, like Vancouver, the whole West Coast.
Hey, this guy was growing it in his yard in Nova Scotia and kept getting in trouble with the authorities for growing it.
I could see that. Well, it's only been legal here for the last couple of years.
And this was before it was legal. It did do wonders for people that have seizures and shit.
Oh, that's weed oil has been kind of famous for that almost.
Yeah,
which is great. I don't have a problem with it being legal. Like they legalized it in Canada and nothing changed.
Nothing. I don't see nothing. Virginia decriminalized it last session, and there's talk on we're doing a recreational. It doesn't even affect me anyway. I drive a truck. I can't do drugs.
Yeah. Well, it's like I know a lot of people work in the oil field and stuff like that, and they can't do drugs, so they just like drink.
But is it a drug if it's legalized?
I've got liquor. I like IPAs. I like beer.
Yeah. But
I don't really drink. I might not even drink it up for a whole year before I have a one beer because of my religion. But
yeah. Well, I can see that too, right?
Wait, what? You only drink a certain amount because of your religion?
No, I used to. I mean, before I was real religious, I used to get shit faced. But
speaking of shit faced, have you tried the Fireball?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about your girlfriend,
dude. I go in a bar and drink you under the table.
Well, you probably could, but that's not a fair fight, bro. Because I had gastric bypass.
Oh yeah, you don't take much for you.
No. It's like 3
Y'all
shots and I'm fucking done.
They drink the good beer of Canada. See, I like beer that's got a high IBU and a real high alcohol level.
I don't want to hear.
But the most you can get around here is like 12%.
I don't want to hear from nobody you can drink me under the table because that's not a fair fucking fight, bro. It's like
I can drink liquor all night long.
I'm sure you could, and more power to you. I have a stomach that's about the size of an egg, and it goes straight to my blood system. So 2 shots and I'm drunk for about a half an hour.
What you gotta do is you gotta pour it up your butt.
Put it up your butt.
I'm not putting a tampon up my asshole.
Oh no! You just stick the bottle up there and like stand on your head.
You guys gotta watch out. You don't OD.
You never done that?
Taking a what do you call it when they put something out your butthole?
Well, I wouldn't do it with a 26 of vodka or something, but I mean,
I'm taking a suppository of Fireball because I cannot enjoy the taste.
I don't think I want to use Fireball.
Those little bottles.
But she got 10 of these little bottles, and this little bottle. 2 shots.
In Virginia, we can't just go to the. In Virginia, we can't just go to the store and buy that stuff. We have to go to the Virginia-owned alcohol beverage control store and buy it from the state.
Well, that's good. I think that's fine. Yeah, as long as you can buy beer everywhere else, because personally, I just prefer.
But we can't buy.
When you go to Utah, the beer there has less of an alcoholic volume than anywhere else.
How much? Like 3.2?
I think it's like 4 point something, where most places have a 6 point something.
So yeah, but it's basically a light beer.
Yeah, it's basically light beer. But
Oh, it just means you got to drink another 10.
You got to drink a whole bunch more, paying more tax to the state. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's usually your beer is so cheap. It really annoys me. Like I mean, like you can buy a 6-pack there for $5. Like here, it's $20 for a 6-pack.
Hold up.
Oh my God! Is your
No, I'm sorry. Keep.
No, it's okay. I've had women that laugh that crazy. They're really fun to be around.
No. We don't usually, but Friday nights is the night, especially the Dragon Night. It's a bar. Okay, so I had a couple drinks, and so did the I don't even know what she's laughing at right about that. Sounds like Clinton party.
You really got to quit doing that to me when I'm taking a hit off my vape, okay?
Right? Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh, we did. Did we
Don't
lose
apologize.
Irish?
Now you sound like a Canadian.
We lost Irish USMC vet too. That's sad, dude. I apologize. What's up, motherfuckers? Okay. So before we go completely off the rails, let's just Saints and Sappers. Too cool. I'll pass. Irish says Labat. I have no idea what that means. Saint and Sapper says sounds like a Clinton party. Riddle Girl says I'm drunk, which I already knew that, but thank you, Riddle Girl. Bikes and Bullets says ha 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 ha. And Mr. Angel R says I recycle my beer. Do you mean you drink your own piss? That's kind of gross.
Well, I guess if you filtered it and then like somehow filtered the beer out, but still, because that's what astronauts, they have to drink their own pee, right?
Do they really?
They recycle the water.
They never
drink
told
their
me
own
this
sweat,
when I was
too.
in astronaut program.
So it's like, it's a little bit gross, but at the same time, I would do it just to go to Mars. If Elon ever figures that out.
Got booted off the net. Your internet sucks, bro. Did you hear that? Your internet sucks.
I'm pretty sure you heard that because I saw my microphone going. Dude, come on back, bro. We got plenty of room. Oh, we have Mr. Locked and Loaded back in the chat. I am sorry for...
Oh, Locked and Loaded.
You know, Mr. Locked and Loaded, I thought you were nuts. And then I realized we're about the same.
No, he is nuts, but
Well,
you're right.
nuts
We're,
too,
we're,
because-
we're about the same.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm pretty nuts myself then as well.
We didn't boot you, Mule.
I don't know.
Well,
Your internet booted you.
at least you're married to one.
Right. I am married to my best friend and my cohort. And my,
I'm not married. Me and my lady, I'm not married.
You're not married?
No.
What? How is that even possible?
We've been together for 18 years and we never got married.
What?
We got 2 kids together.
Dude,
we don't need the state to tell us that we love each other.
That is true. I tried to tell Riddle
Yeah.
Girl that. She wasn't buying it. I was like, biblically, it says when a man knows a woman, they're married. But
Yeah, I did that for. I did that.
I know
for
my
years.
old lady pretty damn well. 18 years together. 18 years. It's a long damn time to be with one person.
And 2 kids. Oh.
Fuck, dude, I did 30 and 2 kids, and she still fucking threw me out and took all my money.
Yeah, I just turned 39 years old, so.
Couldn't add it.
Yeah. Well, I was 60, and to give her credit, I was broken. I couldn't work anymore. I was kind of probably going to drag the family down, so she put me on an iceberg and pushed me out to sea. I guess it's a Canadian thing.
So what are you guys up to tonight? Just hanging out?
I'm just hanging out
See
in
what happens with
the
this,
Green Dragon Tavern chat.
No.
When
Yeah,
you
we're
see what
talking about
happens
real
with
shit.
this shit that's going on.
We're talking about
The
real
Capitol
shit.
buildings. People are supposed to. Are you guys going to the Capitol buildings or what?
I'm not going because everybody.
No,
told me not to go.
that shit is set up.
However, I'll tell you what right now. I might not go on the 20th, but I will
I was supposed to be on the
fucking
17th.
hold people responsible for saying that the 20th is a false flag and that we should do it at a different time. So we're going to do it at a different time. Gosh darn it, I'm going to be pissed if the 20th goes off and nobody's fucking there because it's a false fucking flag. And then what? What are we doing? We're waiting for some sort of...
It's just a protest.
I think it's a setup to fucking so they can continue, they can justify continuing to shut up and
Here's the thing:
shut
they
down
don't need any
conservatives.
more
that you're brainwashed all
justification.
fuck
They do not
because-
need any more justification to take away your rights. They will take
Yeah, exactly.
away your
But
rights. They will take away your
I
rights.
don't mean take away our rights. I mean, like take away our ability to fucking interact with other people.
Hello, Twitter. Hello, Facebook. Okay?
Yeah.
They're doing that already.
I
What
know,
this
but
is
they'll do it,
happening is people are like afraid and they don't want to go and actually risk their lives. They like to LARP. All right?
If we didn't have some kind of freedom, we wouldn't be on here right now.
They want to pretend to be military. They want to dress like military.
Talking shit on Vladimir Putin, we'd already been snatched the fuck out the car. I mean,
we want to pretend like we're big and badass. We want to pretend that we're going to be something, you know, saying, fuck you, government.
Yeah, I don't even know what would happen. I don't expect them to come and knock my door down. I don't do nothing. I'm not a criminal. I'm a nice guy. I'm a Christian. I look out for people.
You are a criminal because you are a nice guy, because you are a Christian, because you don't believe in the government. You are the criminal.
No, the government's too big. I do believe that. We need a smaller government. It was never supposed to be this big. The founding fathers would probably freaking lose their fucking shit if they was alive right now.
They would have
over how big our government done got.
That's the thing is, the left will talk about how the founding fathers never thought about high capacity magazines and all this.
Bullshit! All
that was I know. Like, just hear me out. All that was available to them at the time.
Yeah,
like people could own cannons. So like that's all bullshit. But like if the founding fathers had seen what we have for a mass media system, how they went, because they only had printing, just barely had printing. And think about that. They would have to print a paper and send it on horseback to the next town and the next.
Yeah, they would have to like put out all the little letters and press it out each fucking individual sheet.
Right. And we do it like now.
Yeah.
So they would be more shocked at what we can do electronically.
Yeah.
Than they would be about firearms. Firearms.
You didn't say they wouldn't work than the people that we have running the government now.
Yeah.
They might say, look what we can do.
They would be appalled at the amount of waste and stupid things that, like, they would just go, why is the federal government worried about that? That's up to the state. The state looks after themselves. We're just here if case something is a threat to the whole country. That's what the Constitution was for. Right? Oh, it just drives me nuts. And I'm a fucking Canadian sitting here going, you guys have the best government in the world and you're letting it get fucked up. Right? Oh. Like, I mean, I got stuck with a stupid parliamentary government. It's horrible.
It's hard for one individual person to affect change, especially on something as big as that government.
Yes. Yeah, it's true. But but the nice thing is that the way yours is set up is you can start the change at smaller levels and build them up to a state level.
That's what the left did. The left, what they have been doing for the past years while Trump was in office, and for years before that, has not been worrying about the big government, because that don't matter. They have been going after the mayorships and the fucking the board of supervisors positions, and the DA positions, you know, and the county attorney and the sheriff. That's what they've been going after, because that is who controls you.
You know what they found in Canada is that a lot of the local mayors and all these smaller positions, they're getting supported by China. Like, this isn't crazy.
Oh yeah, like, that one DA up in fucking Kenosha would or no, the people that defended their house with a gun that didn't even work in AR.
Yeah,
that DA lady that's backing her, or trying to get trying to throw them under
convictions on them.
We have Mr. Angel R saying, if people go, they will do a false flag and they will win. If they
that's what I'd be worried about.
They win. Either way, they win. Well, how do you want to go out then, R? Do you want to go out on your feet or on your back?
No, I think better stay away, but then like go to your state capitals, because I think this is a split. This is the divorce. America divorces, right? Get rid of the fucking loonies in the big cities, and they're going, oh, well, you'll be a third world country, and I'm like, yeah, with all the food and energy, yeah, third world country that supplies all the food, all
everything in America is produced in the middle and it's consumed on the outside. The people on the outside will be fucked if the people in the middle said fuck the outside.
Same thing here in Canada, man. I've told people on the East Coast and the West Coast, same thing. Like, what are you going to do? We got all the oil, all the food. Like, what do you think you're going to do? Yes,
they don't manufacture nothing in LA. All they got is warehouses to distribute the shit that was manufactured elsewhere.
Well, I mean, sure, they got orchards and shit like that, just like on the East Coast, right? They got orchards, they grow apples, they grow vegetables and shit like that. But we can grow all that here, but we grow all the grain. We supply all the oil, uranium, diamonds, gold, like everything, right? It's cattle. Oh, Jesus. Like, they're idiots. And yet they... And the same thing in America, right? The cities are all going, well, we're all left, so we'll just say fuck you, and you all be like in the third world countries. And I'm thinking, you people are stupid, right? Because you understand that this is where everything comes from. They don't understand. They think you go to the grocery store to get meat, and it's you go buy it there, but that's not where it comes from.
No.
And they have no idea. It's just, boy, oh boy, it's gonna get real sporty, I think, pretty soon.
Yeah, we got states talking about succeeding.
They should. And
this isn't just like the people in the state; it's like the freaking legislatures and the the authorities in the state are talking about doing it.
Well, how many? Like, there were a lot of authorities that said this vote was crooked. This is not right.
It's so obvious. If you are a person that is saying, "Oh, this was an most honest election in history," blah blah blah. How the fuck did Biden get more than fucking votes than Obama? Bullshit.
Yeah.
How did Biden?
My co-driver said, "Oh, the black people came out and voted. That's how he got." No, there's not enough.
I think more black people voted for Trump than did like Biden.
How did Trump get more votes than he got in 2016?
And then still lost.
And not only that, but Biden got more votes than Obama did in 2008. When he was first elected as president, the first African American president, he got more than Obama did in his first term.
Oh, it's bullshit, man. There was so much irregularity going on there.
If it's bullshit, you should be on the street right fucking now.
Black folks ain't stupid either. They know who Biden is. They ain't stupid.
Yeah, he's a creepy guy who likes to touch little girls and likes people to touch the leg hair on his legs.
They know he was talking that he would support segregation.
When he was VP, he almost got punched out by a Secret Service guy because he kept mauling the Secret Service guy's girlfriend's tits at a party. This was when he was vice president to Obama, so not that long ago.
That's why I don't think he's going to be president very long. It's going to be Kamala. And then we're really going to be in a world of hurt.
Oh, and you know who she's going to get for a vice president? She's going to choose it, right? And who
I don't know if she gets to choose it. I think it's the next person in line will be. I think it would be Pelosi.
No, Hillary. No. Because when she becomes president, she gets to choose a vice president.
I don't think that's the way it works, though. I think that.
No, I'm pretty sure that is.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
No. You do not get to elect the vice president. Back when this country was first founded, the runner-up became the vice president. However, nowadays it's not something you vote for. No.
But what I'm basing it on, though, is if the vice president and the president both die in a plane crash,
then the Speaker of the House.
Yes.
Figured out
Yeah,
to be
that's
president,
true.
right?
Yeah, that is true.
So wouldn't just figure it out to become the vice president if they impeached the president and the vice president became the president?
But yeah, the vice president got to choose.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the vice president gets to choose his.
That's what I was
when he
basing that
becomes
off of.
president, he gets to choose his successor to vice president. And you want to, I would lay money that it's going to be Hillary.
Oh my.
Because of her, like her knowledge of politics, because she was the, minister of killing innocent people and fucking over soldiers, right? Secretary of Defense, I think it was.
That's I know what you're talking about. That's
So, like, I think Camilla's going to choose her, and then for some reason Camilla's going to quit, or have an accident, because a lot of people around Hillary have accidents.
Yeah, they do, don't
they? Yeah.
It's weird how that works.
Yep, but I'll bet you that
nothing good ever came out of Arkansas.
That crazy witch is going to find her way into the White House again. I got this terrible feeling in my heart. And
Hillary's been quick in politics ever since Nixon.
Well, yeah. Nixon got in that way, right? Or no, Ford got in that way.
Yeah.
Who did Ford choose for vice president? Who did Ford choose for a vice president? It was Bush, wasn't it? Who then got elected? Yeah, it was Bush Senior. He then got elected, I'm pretty sure. And then
Bush, but the first Bush was a vice president before he was ever the president.
Right. Vice president to Ford, who came in after what's his name? Most famous president who got impeached, Nixon.
Nixon.
Right?
Okay.
Right. So Ford came in after Nixon. Ford chose Bush. Bush then became president afterwards. Yeah. There you go.
No.
And then Bush got
President
another.
Ford's vice president was Nelson Rockefeller.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm wrong.
That's what
Sorry.
Google says anyway. If you believe
Was it
Rockefeller? I've never heard of a Rockefeller being a vice president.
Bush that I know of that was vice president was George Bush from President Reagan.
Okay. That's probably where I'm getting them mixed
If you're
up
talking
from
about the
them.
Bush that became president for 4 years and then lost to Bill Clinton, yeah, that was President Reagan who had President George Bush as the vice president.
Wow,
Read
man.
my lips, no new taxes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well done. Well done. No, I was wrong there. Sorry about that. But yeah, there like
You're
who did
Canadian.
who
I
did
don't
Ford?
expect you to know this shit.
Yeah, who did Ford pick for his vice? Oh, you said Rockefeller.
Rockefeller, yeah.
That's crazy. I've never even heard of a Rockefeller being vice president.
I've definitely heard of the Rockefellers, so I'm surprised.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm. Oh, well, me too. That's why I'm like, wow. I never knew a Rockefeller made it that high. I mean, they always controlled everything as part of the elite, but
yeah, exactly.
Well, neat. Learned something. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. A little bit of history with the Green Dragon tonight.
I was probably just, riffing and thought that was real. Because,
Mr. Angel R did say, though, change will only come when people are willing to die. That's a very powerful statement, Mr. Angel R. And
vice president.
I don't know if we're there yet.
It's probably true, too, though. I mean,
HW
was true.
Ronald Reagan's vice president.
Yeah.
You didn't really hear much about it. You don't hear. I didn't even know that.
Ford?
No. H.W. Bush was the vice president to Ronald Reagan.
Oh, for the last.
Yeah. I didn't even know that. I knew he was the vice president for somebody, but when you think about Reagan, you don't think about nobody but Reagan.
You didn't know that Bush
that was his
vice
road to the
president
White House,
Reagan?
right?
Reagan's vice president was George H.W. Bush.
Yeah, you
Right.
didn't
That
know
was his road to the White House. He went from vice president and then he got elected.
Maybe I'm younger. Maybe I'm older than you. I guess maybe.
How old are you, Stinger?
45. 45.
You're older than I'm 39. I just turned 39.
Okay, well then I give you a pass on that.
You boys.
I was born during Reagan, I think, 81.
Well, I was born in 75, so I grew up with Reagan. Reagan left when I was almost in high school, so I knew quite a bit of that. And I actually, the first time I voted was between Bush and Bill Clinton and Ross Perot. I was a big supporter of Ross Perot, but then he backed out, and I was like, well, fuck you then for backing out. So I didn't want to vote for Bush because he said no new taxes, and guess what the motherfucker did? He added more new taxes. So I was like, fuck that, I want to vote for Bill Clinton. So my first ever vote was for fucking Bill Clinton.
Well, you know what? Like, as much as I think Clinton was a slime ball, I mean, I would have loved to go have a few beers with him. I mean, I'll bet he was a fun guy to party with, as long as there weren't young girls around, because apparently...
Yeah, tell that to everybody at the Lolita Express.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that part of him really bothers me. But then I look at his wife and go, oh, okay.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
I know.
Kids, young, underage girls. Why can't if he's got if
Believe
I know you can find
politics likes
you can find 18-year-old girls that will dress up young, and you couldn't tell the difference.
Look at fucking Trump. How many wives does he have that's like 20, 30, 40 years younger than him?
Yeah, but they're really good looking, and most of them are quite successful on their own.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like, think about that. Everybody makes it out that, oh, well, he only gets these beautiful women because they're, because he's a billionaire or a millionaire. I don't think he's been a billionaire for a while, but he's a millionaire. And yet, most of these women are millionaires too before they marry him. He's got to have something going for him.
Jupiter 5 says maybe we don't remember Rockefeller as VP because he wasn't talked about by the press, or not as many foreign leaders died during that time.
Huh.
Interesting.
Or remember LBJ showed people his penis.
But I mean, it's interesting. Like, just because the Rockefeller family throughout history has been horrible and tied in with this, global conspiracy to control all the people and, keep us plebes down, doesn't mean all of them are bad, right? There could be Rockefellers that, maybe grew up and just met a friend and went, wow, this is fucking wrong what we're doing.
I don't believe that.
Really? I believe all people could be willing to, or
all people have the capability to be either evil or good.
Right.
Even a good person has the capability to do some evil shit.
Well, yeah, of course.
I think when you're born into that kind of power and money, absolute power.
Yep. Don't you think that someone who just for whatever reason, same reason,
maybe when they were a kid, they were like, "Oh, this is wrong," but when they grew up and met real life, they probably came around to the way of their thinking.
I don't know, man, because I came from not wealthy, but really like well-to-do middle.
I think these people that are extremely rich, like the Rockefellers and all, they think that they're above everybody else. They're a higher.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. Some of them do. Most of them probably do.
When you have that kind of money, what are you going to do for your entertainment?
But I think some of them can actually come out of it. I mean, like, I've known people who were like really wealthy, but live.
Sam Walton was supposed to have been a great guy, but
live
his
rough.
family's not.
It is easier for a rich man to pass through an eye of a needle than to enter the gates of heaven. There is a reason behind that, because when you have all that money, you do not need God. And when you do not need God and you have all that money, guess what? The normal things that would entertain most of us will not entertain the people that have the money. They need to have something more dangerous. That's why we see a lot of people who shoplift. The most people that shoplift a lot are
Or
rich
Bill Gates
people.
tries to fucking make vaccines.
Because they don't need the money, they don't need to shoplift, but they do it for the thrill of it.
Yeah, but at the same time, they also know that if they get caught, they can just pay their way out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what bothered me. I think that there are rich people who just throw it all away and go, I don't want any of it. I'm going to make my own way.
Yep.
I've seen it. I've met these people. I know these people. They've thrown all their parents' money, like everything else. They've not thrown it away, but they've denied it. They won't take it. And they've gone out and made their own way. Some of them are, what we would consider living lower middle class. And they're happy. They're to them it's, well, I'm doing it on my own. Like, I am being responsible for myself. Those are what I think are real, people, right? Because they're just going, I'm going to be self-sufficient. I'm going to look after myself. I don't need anything else. I think that's a great thing, and I think everybody should aspire to that. Is we don't need any government, we don't need any substance from anyone else. We can all look after ourselves.
Shit. Learn how to survive on your own without the need of other things. Like, I like to ferment. I like to can, I like to freeze, I like to preserve, I like to do all sorts of those things. Those are just some of the, it's not only a fun hobby, but in the case of not being able to get food, I can grow my own garden, I can, preserve my
food. I mean, I hunt, right? I mean, I got I got in for a ticket for a moose this year. Hopefully I'll get it. They only give about every third person who puts in a application gets a ticket for a moose.
So every 3 years you get one, basically, right? That's the average? 1 to 3 years?
But, I mean, it's 800 pounds of meat.
Yeah,
and that's
a lot.
just the meat, right? That's just the meat. That's not, that's how much meat you get off a moose. The moose is, I don't know, 1,800 pounds. So, yeah, it's like a deer, you might get a couple 100 pounds of meat off if it's a big one. But yeah, moose and the moose meat is so much better than deer meat. Yeah, it's like something off basically think a grass-fed, heifer, Angus, whatever, right? It's just beautiful meat, and you can make steaks with it. And I love moose meat. Deer meat, it's nice to get all that free meat, but it's mostly hamburger and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, how much does a ticket cost to go hunt a moose?
Moose, about $40.
$40, and you get how much? How many pounds of meat?
800 pounds of meat.
That's a pretty good price per pound.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you got to drive out there. You got to ammunition, stuff like that. But it's really for me. It's like. That's like 2 years of meat.
Exactly.
So if I get a ticket every couple of years or 3 years,
but
meanwhile I get deer because I still get a deer every year.
Exactly. You also get deer. Yeah. I don't know what else you hunt, but I would imagine a deer would last you at least.
I've eaten coyote, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd eat that myself.
Yeah, dog meat's kind of tough.
Right.
But you could eat almost everything out here. It's and. When things really get bad, the neighbors got I think 8,000 buffalo.
Wow, there you go. Buffalo is really good. I really enjoy.
Oh, it's the best ever. Right?
I would take buffalo over beef any fucking day. Jupiter 5.
I would take moose. I would take moose over buffalo.
Really?
Having had both, yeah. Wow. Moose meat's just something
I don't
special.
know if I've had moose meat. I'm gonna have to try this. Jupiter
You
5 says
should.
people with evil
Yeah.
money highly unlikely to turn back to the good side. Yeah, I would imagine so. They'd have to have a really coming to Jesus moment. Jupiter 5 also says Winona Ryder had lots of Hollywood money and yet she shoplifted for the thrills. Exactly. Rich people,
Yeah.
they can do whatever they want. They have the money to. So now they need to do something that's illegal in order to get their thrills off. And I think that's why we see a lot of pedophilia in higher up offices.
Yeah. No, I think you're right there. I mean that because I mean as a Hollywood star they can get anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's that ultimate high?
It's something that you're not allowed to do, that the common man can't have. Because they can't have just the best phone anymore, because everybody can get the newest iPhone. That's nothing. I mean, remember that one app that you could get that was a diamond that cost $10,000 and all it was a fucking picture of a diamond on your phone?
Yeah.
They have to have something that the normal common man can't have.
Yeah. Well, that's human nature, right? That's happened all through the centuries, right? Whether it was a crown on the head or maybe another kingdom, that's happened.
Right.
It's just gotten so, I don't know, organized, shall we say. Because now it's worldwide. It used to be, the kingdom. So I don't know what's. I think the world's just gone nuts. Personally, I think it's got a lot to do with this social media. Well, this isn't really social media. This is kind of people talking, but which is a good thing.
Well, I mean,
but
YouTube is
so
social media, though. There's a lot of shit on YouTube.
Twitter, I mean, should just be banned. I really think a lot of that stuff should just get wiped out. Bad as it might sound, wipe it out. Human beings don't need it, and it's really fucking us up.
It's not making us connect with each other individually. It's making us connect with each other on the web. And on the web, we are different people than we are in real life because we pretend to be something we are not, whether we're trolls or whether we're pretending to wear something else.
I'm not no different in real life than I am online. I've never.
I know you're not.
Yeah, none of us are. But then look at. I mean, we're like.
There's a lot of fake.
I'm in my trailer.
People don't have no accountability online. They can do whatever they want.
Well,
they can be whatever they want to be.
Right? They're texting and they're shit disturbers and they're trying to do shit, and it's all about the clicks, right? They all want to know, like, how many repeats I can get, how many clicks I can get. It's really.
I wanted to show y'all how woodsy the county I live in is like how much there is covered up. Anything that y'all could use, anybody could use to pinpoint the area.
That's bush, though. All the green stuff's bush.
All that's trees.
Oh, that's nice, man. We got no trees. I'm out in the prairie.
Trees in Tennessee ain't no way. I mean, how am I going to pinpoint
pine trees and oak trees and pine and all kinds of trees?
Yeah, I know.
A lot of pine trees, a lot of deer. There's not a whole. We have a lot of fields, mostly trees,
right.
And swampland.
So seriously, Tennessee is still on the top of my list of places.
I showed you a map of Saskatchewan, but it's absolutely humongous. It's a weird shape.
That's just right above the area.
We're right above North Dakota and Montana. Like we actually cover 2 of the states, and then we just go up and go wide, and then it goes north and crazy. But where I live is right on the fucking border. And it's crazy. Like we don't have, like, it's mostly fields and oil patches because we got tons of oil down here, right? Think Texas that gets snow up there. Yeah, flatlands of Texas that get snow because we're just prairies, eh? Like, honest to God, you can watch your dog run away for 3 days.
A few weeks ago, El Paso got snow in Texas, on the border of Mexico.
I mean, the weather. Well, from what I understand, there's a what they call a pole shift, where the North Pole is going to move to where the South Pole is, and the South Pole is going to move to where the North Pole is. This is going to fuck everything up. And the whole flip over? Yeah, it's basically everything's going to flip over. But it's going to
the whole planet's going to roll.
Well, it might just be that the continents kind of rock and roll a bit and you get big earthquakes and shit like that. I have no idea. I'm not a planetary scientist. But what they're saying is
that got a lot to do with earthquakes. How much gravitational pull is exerting? And a lot of earthquakes happen on full moons.
Well, it has something to do with it, but mostly it's about the sun. The big problem is when the pole shifts, we lose our magnetic shield for a bit, which means all the electronics, all the satellites, everything goes down.
You better bring out the sunscreen F5000.
Well, yeah, and like if you got a car that's got an electronic ignition, so everything made before 1975, it ain't gonna work.
You did not even get a picture of me. What is wrong with you? I'm over here shooting poses, and your thumb's in the way.
My semi truck. If we get a solar flare while I'm driving my truck out west. And my truck can't move. I don't know how the fuck I would get back to my family. That's my worst fucking nightmare, is to be cut off from my family.
Backpack and boots. People used to walk hundreds of miles.
Yeah, I would walk it, but I don't know how far I would.
You can do about 30 miles a day. Most people can.
And all my money's on a card.
Let me catch up on chat, and
Yeah.
we're going to end it for the night. I mean, we can still chat offline, and if anybody wants to jump in offline, that'd be fine. But I kind of want to address some of the chat real quick right here. Jupiter 5 says, people will envy money. Highly unlikely to turn back to good side. A Winona Ryder has lots of Hollywood money. And okay, I read that. Moose is really good, says Gerald B. But here in Maine, it costs to put your name in the drawing, plus your hunting license, and 70 more if you get drawn. Moose Burger and Buffalo Burger are hard to tell apart. Also says, wife and I both have moose permits, and a 7mm mag dumps moose in their track, or drops moose in their tracks.
I use 30-06, but
30-06. I've seen the 7 mils. Those things are amazing. Like, aren't those the ones that are really freaking fat with the small little itty bitty bullet? Like, it looks like it should hold like a 50 cal BMG, but then it's necked down to a 7.
But yeah, it's a Magnum cartridge, or at least
right. Yeah, it's like humongous though. Like so much powder behind a little itty bitty bullet.
It's not that. It's not the bullet's the same size as a regular 30 caliber bullet. 7mm is, well, it's a little bit smaller. It's 27, something like that. But so it's not that much bigger than a regular 30-06 bullet. It's almost the same weight in the 7mm Magnum, but it's moving probably 500 feet per second faster. So it's moving faster. I don't know. I like the round, but I don't like it. You know, I like its ballistics, but it's just expensive, and 30-06 does the same job.
All right. Well, with that, though, I'm going to end the episode right there. We will continue to offline chat. If you want to come on the offline chat, the link is still pinned at the top of the comments, so please check that out. But we will be back next Friday night at 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 10 p.m. Central, and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope to see everybody in for the next Green Dragon. With that, though, everybody say peace, and we are out.
Peace.
Peace, man.
Peace.